You're listening to Thunder Country. Now, here's the voice of the Greenbacks, Cody Eastis.
And welcome to the Doug Gray Chevrolet pregame show live from Hesston, Kansas. I'm Cody Eastis alongside Logan McAllister. A ball game tonight, a couple sets of ball games as the Lady Greenbacks will be the first to tip off for the 6 o'clock action, and then the boys to follow. Lady Greenbacks coming off a big win Friday at the Frog Dome, and now back in action Tuesday, trying to go 2 in a row. Tonight going to be a tough one against the Swathers of Hesston. Should be a good matchup, and we're going to have the whole call for you here, live streaming in a lot of different places. As always, you can tune in on the Thunder Country 98.3 app, Eastis Media Facebook or YouTube. We've got the full game stream going with the broadcast to go along with it there, as setting up a few things on the technical side of the video side, but don't worry, we got you covered on the radio side. We mentioned that game Friday night at the Frog Dome, and everybody's still coming off the high from that one a little bit, as it is always such a fun time of the year when the Greenbacks put that gymnasium back into action. And the Greenbacks, the Lady Greenbacks, along with the boys, both coming away with the clean sweep. The ladies won 64-24. We had a chance to chat with Addison Sowers, one of the seniors, for that after that game, and she talked about how much fun it was playing in that Frog Dome. She was wearing the mask Friday night. Curious to see if she comes out wearing the same setup tonight. She took a hard elbow to the nose Tuesday against Haven, and for some extra protection, wearing that mask. But the Lady Greenbacks come into this ball game with a 5-12 record, as we start to near that point in the season now where you can kind of start looking at the end of it. I would call this the home stretch of the season, as the ladies, 5 regular season games remaining, and this one tonight against Hesston. So a tough matchup. Hesston 10-8 coming into this ball game. Them coming off of back-to-back losses. Larned and Halstead coming in were the losses for them. And the Greenbacks see if they can hand them their third. Greenbacks will try to put together a back-to-back win streak, while Hesston trying to come off of that losing streak. Coach Matt Richardson brings his Lady Swathers into this matchup, and then for the boys, we'll tip off a little bit afterwards, and that's going to be a primetime matchup. The boys, for the Greenbacks, the #1 ranked team in 4A West. The Lady Greenbacks, the Swathers, for the men's action, ranked #2 in 3A, only behind Collegiate. And we know how good Collegiate is, as that's been a team that we have faced. So stick around for both broadcasts. Got a great one coming up here in about 8 minutes. We'll have tip-off and then boys to follow, but a lot more of the Doug Ray Chevrolet pregame show when we return here on Thunder Country.
Looking for a dealership you can trust? Doug Ray Chevrolet in Pratt is your hometown destination for quality vehicles and exceptional service. From brand new Chevrolets to dependable pre-owned options, you'll find the perfect fit for your lifestyle and budget. Their friendly, knowledgeable team makes buying easy, and their service department keeps you running strong long after the sale. When you want honesty, value, and a better way to buy, choose Doug Ray Chevrolet in Pratt. Experience the difference today.
When it comes to your health, trust Grace Clinic and Urgent Care in Pratt, conveniently located at 920 East 1st Street. Grace Clinic proudly serves Pratt and the surrounding area. Family nurse practitioner McKaylee Kirby provides primary care, urgent care, and sports physicals, and is accepting new patients and walk-ins. Open Monday through Friday, except Tuesdays, from 8:30 to 6, and Saturdays, 9 to noon. Call 620-388-3086 today. That's Grace Clinic and Urgent Care, caring for your family close to home.
On the basketball court, a good offense is the best defense. You can count on me, Jamie Roach, your Farm Bureau agent, to be your family's point guard and defend you against whatever life throws your way. I am there to handle all your auto, home, life, and business insurance needs. Don't wait for the worst to happen when it comes to your insurance. Talk to me, Jamie Roach, today and see how I can help protect what matters most.
Farm Bureau Property and Casualty Insurance Company, Western Agricultural Insurance Company.
Clear, comfortable vision is one of life's greatest blessings. At Maydew Tebow Optometry, Doctors Troy Maydew, Seth Tebow, and Andrew Peaster are committed to helping you maintain healthy eyes and clear vision. Prevention and early intervention are the keys to your eyes, providing that clear and comfortable vision your entire life. Regular comprehensive eye examinations are essential in identifying conditions that can damage your sight. Call us at Maydew Tebow Optometry for an appointment today or visit us at maydewtebow.com.
Welcome back to the Doug Ray Chevrolet pregame show live here on Thunder Country. Once again, I'm Cody Eastis alongside Logan McAllister. Should have you all set up for video action now if you're tuning in on the YouTube stream or the Facebook action. We sure appreciate it, however you choose to tune in with us. We were talking a little bit about that Nickerson matchup at the Frog Dome, Logan, Friday night. And in that game, we saw Ellie Schmidt make her debut for this season, coming off of that injury that has had her sit out the whole season. And now back in, so curious to see the type of minutes she's going to get in a ball game that's going to be a little tougher than what Nickerson presented on Friday night.
For sure, it was really good to see her get back on the court. I know she loves this game and been wanting to get back out all season. And like I said, it was really nice to see her out there. I'm looking forward to see the floor again tonight. Get out there and get her legs back, get that game speed. You know, that is something that's so hard to replicate in practice, especially with the shorter bench that the Greenbacks have been fighting the past few years.
It's just nice to add a little more depth, even if it's just one player.
And
one
a good player.
Yeah, that can play, that would have been a starter on this roster if she came into this season healthy. And now Coach Troy able to add one more piece. Now, she's not going to be in basketball shape. That's something they're going to have to work through, and maybe by the end of the season she can get there. But any minutes that Ellie Schmidt can provide for this Greenback team going to be valuable, just to see some of those other girls be able to get a rotation, get a breather. Then you can add a little more pressure with the defense, and it just frees up a few more things.
Oh, yeah, your options are just so much better when you just add one more player. Like you said, you nailed it on the head talking about being able to give the girls some breaks out there. And I don't care if it's for a minute, 45 seconds, anything helps just to get your breath. And this is going to be in my opinion, playing these Hesston girls is probably going to be a little faster pace. They're going to be methodical. They're very high IQ basketball players. Hesston's just a basketball community, and this showed in the years past.
It is, boys and girls side both. The boys, we'll get to them as that tip-off comes. 1-4 of the last 5 state championship games in the 3A classification. These girls, not much different. They've had a ton of success here in Hesston. And when you talk about basketball communities, McPherson comes to mind. Hesston definitely at the top of the list. And in their house tonight, that's the other aspect. Last year we got this team in the Frog Dome. This year coming to the Swathers gym now and have to deal with their home court crowd. And early on, you can already hear it. This is going to be a loud atmosphere. A smaller type of gym, the Greenbacks, a lot like what we provided at the Frog Dome last week.
Yeah, we made the comment when we pulled into the parking lot. We got here a little before, an hour before tip-off. We're like, man, there's already a lot of vehicles here.
They had it filled up early, and it's going to be a good one tonight. 2.5 minutes away from tip-off. It'll be your Pratt High Greenbacks taking on the 10-8 Hesston Swathers. And the Greenbacks, again, coming off of that win against Nickerson. And you start looking now towards that back half of the season. I touched on that a little bit and where things are going to shake out. You got 5 regular season games left if you're Coach Troy and the Greenbacks. And talking with Addison Sowers last week after that game, kind of asked her what were some of the goals to close out this season. And she echoed a lot of the same things when you talk to Coach Troy and her Coach McAllister. It's just continue with communication and ball movement. And that was one thing that really presented itself nicely Friday night. The ball moved good through the high post Friday night, and you could see it then create so many things. So I'm hoping that seeing that shows them work that ball through the high post, whether it's Winkelpleck or Sowers. They did a great job flashing to that high elbow, and then it opened up those free shots for those shooters outside.
Yeah, that Nickerson game, I've really felt it got the girls a lot more confidence going. They got a feel for the game, they kind of had control of that game the entire time, and it felt good that they played 4 really good quarters. That's kind of been that theme this year. They might slip a quarter in here or there of playing really good basketball, but especially when you're playing a team like Hesston, it's going to take 4 quarters of good, disciplined basketball to have a chance of beating them.
They're going to need it tonight. A very good Swather team in that game Friday night. Hughes was the leading scorer. She had 21 points, a great night, and really only came in about 2 quarters. Had 12 in the first and then another 11 in the third quarter. That's what the Greenbacks are going to need tonight. Going to need Hughes to get hot early, but also off the dribble, taking the ball, being aggressive with the rim. When she decides to get to the rim, she's got a great floater with both the right and the left hand and has good footwork when she decides to step through a double team. That's what the Greenbacks are going to need. And then Sowers and Winklepleck down low to do some rebounding in that paint.
That's going to be a crucial point in this game. Against Nickerson, we had the size advantage, and the girls did a fantastic job of grabbing rebounds. Tonight we're playing a team that's a little bit bigger. They got a couple 6'1" girls you're really going to have to find a body and put on and box them out.
It does look like we will take the national anthem here before the ladies tip off, so we'll take one more break here with the Doug Gray Chevrolet pregame show. And when we come back, get you all set for tip off here from Hesston, Kansas.
This is Terry from Gatlin Meckler's Pharmacy. On display in our pharmacy is a nice assortment of over-the-counter items and a wide array of medical supplies, which includes knee scooters, walkers, canes, and bathroom items. We bill Medicare for respiratory supplies and immunizations. Our preferred pricing on prescriptions will get you through the door, and our customer service will get you to come back. Be sure to stop in today and see us on Country Club Road in Pratt.
When it comes to real estate, folks want to work with someone they know and trust. I'm John Hamm with Hamm Auction and Real Estate. Whether you're buying a home, selling land, or thinking about an auction, Kevin and I take the time to walk you through every step. No pressure, just honest local advice. We're proud supporters of the Pratt High Greenbacks and proud to be a part of this community. Give me a call at 620-450-7481 or Kevin at 620-770-2381. Hamm Auction and Real Estate, local knowledge you can trust.
It's a fact. A custom cow mineral does not have to cost more. Actually, it might be just what you need to improve your cow herd. The friendly and helpful professionals at Extra Factors in Pratt are available to sit down and discuss your operations needs and goals. From custom protein supplements and liquid protein to bulk commodities and possible mineral formulation. Find it all at Extra Factors. Call 620-672-5616 and speak with Levi Macbeth for all your nutritional needs. Extra Factors. We put the extra into cattle nutrition.
This is Jeff
and Jared
at Intergreen Services, proud supporter of the Pratt Greenbacks.
Around here we say one call fixes it all. From HVAC, plumbing, septic, electrical, and even water well service. We're your hometown team you can count on, just like the Greenbacks on game day.
We're proud to stand behind our athletes, our school, and our community.
So when something needs fixing at home, call Intergreen at 62038 or visit intergreenservices.com.
Intergreen Services, neighbors helping neighbors, always cheering for the Greenbacks.
Welcome back to the Doug Gray Chevrolet pregame show as we get you all set for tip-off here from Hesston, Kansas. Time for your starting lineup, starting with the Hesston Swathers. Number 2, a 5'6" junior, Jaden Williams. Number 4, 5'5" senior, Ashley Lehman. Number 5, a 5'3" senior, Callie Yoder. Number 15, 6'1" sophomore, JC Proctor. And number 22, a 5'10" senior, Rianne Grilliot. And head coach Matt Richardson for your Pratt High Greenbacks. Number 11, a 5'8" freshman, Johanna Forsberg. Number 12, 6' junior, Dally Winklepleck. Number 14, 5'10" freshman, Laken McAllister. Number 23, 5'8" senior, Addison Sowers. And number 24, a 5'9" senior, Hope Hughes. The Lady Greenbacks led by head coach Emma Stroyan, assisted by Kat McAllister. And those are your starting lineups in this gym, hopping early here in Hesston, Kansas.
They got a good atmosphere here.
They do have a good atmosphere, and you would expect nothing less, being the basketball community that they are. This community out early to support. Nearly filled up the home side here. Greenbacks come into this ball game with 61 made three-point buckets. For an update on our Hamm Auction buckets for Booster Club. That's John and Kevin at Ham Auction donating $5 for every made three-point bucket to the Greenback Booster Club on both the ladies and the boys' side. So once again, thank you, John and Kevin with Ham Auction, one of our great mini sponsors for Greenback Athletics. And with that, tip is underway, and the tip goes to the Swathers. They'll be going left to right, and an early scoop and score puts it up and in. Callie Yoder on the bucket for the Swathers, puts them on top. 2-0 early. And a turnover on the Greenbacks. It will go back the Swathers' way. Slowing a quick start down for the Swathers is going to be key to this Greenback team. Playing in their gym, you don't want them to come out and have all the momentum. They've got it off the tip. Can you slow them down early? Create some things on offense for your own. Good baseline drive, no whistle, and Hughes on the backside rebound. It was Proctor on the shot, couldn't get it to fall. Nearly turnover on the other end, but Forsberg gonna dribble in and draw the blocking foul. She'll go to the free throw line to shoot an early two.
Good job by Forsberg to grab that ball and go straight into the basket there, being aggressive early.
Forsberg at the free throw line knocks the first down. Second free throw on the way. Forsberg goes 2 of 2 at the free throw line to tie us up at 2 apiece early here in the first quarter. Swathers top of the key, gonna work it around the perimeter. Come near side to Lehman. Up top, Yoder gonna try a three. And that one drops. Callie Yoder, all 5 of the Swathers points. Now the Swathers come out showing full court pressure after the make, but Forsberg able to split it up the middle and beat it. Winkelpleck left side. Kick out now McAllister, top of the key for the Greenbacks. Hughes trying to get free, but they were doing a good job defending Hughes. Now gets her hands on it, gonna back it out.
One thing to mention, there is no shot clock tonight.
Plays into the hands of Hesston and the type of ball they like to play. Winkelpleck, a dribble drive in, kicked back out. Greenbacks will work it around the perimeter. Back to Winkelpleck. McAllister, right side. Baseline sealed off. She's gonna reset up top to Winkelpleck. And Winkelpleck, after a lengthy possession, turns it over, puts it in the hands of Yoder, who pushes it up ahead, and Proctor drops it in on the fast break for 2 more. Swathers on top 7-2.
Yeah, Hesston wasted no time in these first 3 possessions on getting down the court. Something that the Greenbacks are going to have to adapt to.
And another steal, top of the key. Tough shot, doesn't go, but Jaden Williams going to go to the free throw line. Looked like McAllister on the whistle. And she does pick up her first. Jaden Williams' first trip to the free throw line. First shot just spins out. And a couple substitutions, 3 for the Swathers. Second free throw, that one goes. Williams 1 of 2 at the free throw line. Has the Swathers on top, 8-2. Forsberg on the backside cut, shot at the paint, drops it. Good bucket from Johanna Forsberg.
Good job by the ladies to break the press that time. They got it.
And good job to then get the shot off quick, not let the press get back and set the defense up. That caused the Greenbacks some trouble that last possession. Swathers a little more patient this time, working it around the perimeter now. 3-point shot on the way, does not go. Warden trying to pick up a quick bucket after just checking into the ball game. It's McAllister on the other end. Takes it in right side baseline. Forsberg gonna back it out. Hughes slashing, can they find her? Hughes in the paint, working. Shot blocked, Hughes hits the deck, and the Swathers come away with it. Now have numbers back up ahead. McAllister back to defend and forces the ball out of bounds. It'll stay with the Swathers. Are they gonna say a foul on McAllister?
They called a foul on that. She was even losing the ball out of bounds.
So McAllister picks up her second with 4:44 to play here in the first. She'll have to come out of the ball game, and we'll see Emery Myers for the first time tonight check in. Up and under, no good on the bucket. Winkleplack able to keep it alive for the Greenbacks, chases it down, gets it back in the hands of Forsberg. Greenbacks start the offense left side. Winkleplack trying to split it up the middle. Backs out, picks the dribble up, needs some help. Forsberg comes, elbow, drop down to Sowers, and Sowers going to earn a trip to the free throw line.
Really good extra pass right there from Forsberg to Sowers. Pass up that middle jumper to an easier shot underneath, and Sowers did a great job of calling the foul.
The whistle goes against J.C. Proctor, her first, and Sowers knocks down the front end. A couple more substitutions as Lehman and Yoder check back in the ball game. Sowers 2 of 2 at the line. Makes it a 2-point ball game. Swathers on top, 8-6. Swathers heading back the other way. Into the corner, Warden now baseline. Good flash, but double teamed by Hughes and Winkleplack, and the jump ball forced. It'll go to the Greenbacks. Good job by the Greenbacks to collapse once that ball found its way into the paint.
Yeah, they did a really good job of double teaming right there underneath the rim to cause problems there, and Hughes did a great job of reaching in and getting that jump ball without causing a foul.
Myers in possession for the Greenbacks across half court. Needs some help after picking her dribble up, and a reach-in foul will go against Kylie Warden.
There's going to be a little more ball pressure in this game than we seen last Friday night.
Yeah, this is a little bit different team than what the Greenbacks saw from Nickerson. Going to have to make the necessary adjustments. Forsberg able to get behind the defense on the inbounds. But nice recovery by the Swathers. They come away with the block, and now a chance of their own on the back end. Kick out, three-point shot passed up. Myers with a hand on it, nearly comes away with the steal. It's Lehman will reset it left side. Three-point shot for Yoder, drops.
That's 2 for her this quarter.
Yoder with 8 of the Swathers' 11 points, and a timeout taken by Coach Richardson. A 30-second timeout. They lead it 11-6, 3:35 to play here in the first quarter. Callie Yoder having a great first start. 8 of the Swathers' 11 points, 2 of them from behind the arc.
Yeah, that's something that the girls are going to have to figure out where she's at on the court. She's doing a great job and has some open looks there that time. The girls did a really good job of getting back and stopping the fast break, not allowing the fast break point. But then we kind of got out of sorts on the defensive side and couldn't find her, and she took advantage of it.
Nearly came away with the steal. It's going to be another one of those games where if you have your hands on that ball, you've got to have it on there with some some grip and some intensity.
Yeah,
those
the 50-50
Swathers are going to be coming for it.
Yeah, these 50-50 balls, when you're playing a team like Hesston, these are the ones that you got to come up with.
The timeout came from Coach Richardson after the make. It'll be Greenback ball. Swathers coming out of the timeout showing full court pressure. And tipped, it'll stay with the Greenbacks. As we saw it once earlier, if the Greenbacks can get by this full court pressure, then it opens up some things if you can get to the bucket quick and beat that defense back. Inbounds to Forsberg. Trying to race it up the court, but Yoder gets a hand on it, rolls over the top of Forsberg. Ball goes into the hands of Myers. She's trapped up in the corner and needs some help. Finally comes out to Winkleplack, top of the key. Forsberg going to drive in. Runs into the paint. Proctor went straight up for the block. Greenbacks still fighting for it. Tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Greenbacks.
I think Forsberg might have got hit in the lip or the nose there. She's kind of holding her face.
Well, she got rolled over. Yeah. It looked like her face was down onto the court where the weight of the Swather player came over the top over. Now they're taking a look at the court. I think there is some blood out there on the court, so they're going to tend to that. Well, she popped right back up from it, though. Drove to the lane after getting the ball back. Didn't slow down a bit. Just a physical play. 3:12 to play here in the first quarter. Swathers on top 11-6 after an 8-point first quarter for Callie Yoder of the Swathers.
What are you seeing so far in the first quarter here, Cody?
Greenbacks, they're having trouble with the defense, the pressure from the Swathers to this point. Having trouble setting up an offensive set. The one set that they did run, it took too long. Nothing was able to be created from it. And then the Swathers eventually, when you hold the ball that long, it's tough. Came away with the steal and turned it into points on the other end. So Greenbacks just having a tough time picking where they want to attack.
Yeah, it's one of those games where he said that the defensive pressure from the Hesston Swathers in this game is going to be up in your face. You have to be ready for it. You just got to be strong with the ball, make good, crisp passes, and then the receivers got to go to the ball too. You are not going to be able to let this ball travel to you. You're going to have to go meet the ball.
Kind of got a free time out there from both teams as they cleaned up the blood from Forsberg. So see if Coach Stroyan able to have a conversation with her team. It'll be Greenback ball. Hughes to inbounds on the baseline. Comes to Winklepleck in the corner. Resets up top to McAllister. Hughes trying to work off that inbounds to get free on the perimeter. Cutting to the bucket now. Through her hands in the Swathers. Ball on the court. Sowers, Winklepleck, and a couple Swathers all fighting for it.
I'm loving the bodies on the floor, though.
Sowers came away with it, but the jump ball called will go to the Swathers.
Checking back in the game for the Greenbacks, Joanna Forsberg.
Forsberg now coming back into the ball game after getting tended to. McAllister, a breather, picked up 2 early fouls in this ball game. Having to rest a little bit more. Baseline jumper on the way. It falls. Rihanna Grilliot puts the Swathers on top 13-6, 2:40 to play here in this first quarter. Hughes with the ball in her hand. There's that spin move. Good footwork in the paint. Her first bucket of the night makes it a 5-point ball game.
You got to turn around. Here's Hesston's already coming down the court.
And they like to attack early, and again, they do. Left side of the rim. That time it's Grillo again. Just got back, and they got to work quicker than the Greenback defense was able to set up. Forsberg top of the key right side. Hard fake, gets it back. Working against the quick hands of the Swathers defense. Sowers backing her way down on the baseline, but poked out from behind. Proctor creates the steal for the Swathers, and again, pushing the pace, get it down low, blocked up top. Grillio tried to go again. Hughes got a hand on it, sends it out of bounds. It'll stay with the Swathers. It's 3 opportunities, though, that Grillio's had down around the rim just from getting back and getting down there and establishing her position first.
That's right. That's something that the Greenbacks are going to have to expect and just turn and go to get back on defense.
Top of the key, Martin gives it back. 3-point shot on the way, good. Another 3-point bucket, this one from Brennan Anderson. So the Swathers prove when they can shoot from beyond the perimeter. Their 3rd 3-point bucket of the night. Yoder with 2 of them. Anderson with that one has the Swathers on top 18-8, 1:15 to play here in the first quarter. Myers trying to free up Hughes. Hughes gets it, gives it right back to Myers. Left side, too far under the baseline, kicks it back out. Winklepleck throws it into trouble. It's Yoder that comes away with the steal, trying to beat the Greenback defense back. Now goes up through contact, and she'll go to the free throw line. The Swather offense.
Yeah,
they see
just
a transition opportunity.
They just look to go.
Yoder at the free throw line, a chance to get to double digits here in this first quarter. That one rattles out.
Jamie Williams returning to the Swatter lineup.
Oh, 2 at the line. Yoder goes. So the Greenbacks, an opportunity there, but the rebound pulled down. Jump ball after the tie-up will go to the Greenbacks. Hughes inbounding against this full court pressure from the Swathers. Forsberg across half court safely. Picks up the dribble, needs some help though. Hand off to Myers. Myers working against the quick hands of Yoder. Yoder causing trouble. Myers entry pass down low to Hughes, trying to back her way in. Step through and a whistle. We'll see if that's on the shot or on the floor.
I think they're going to call it on the floor, Cody.
Hughes was trying to get that shot off. Just didn't give it to her. Zayla Ray will pick up her first. Fourth team foul on the Swathers. Hughes to inbounds on the baseline. Into Sowers there on that low left block. Has it poked from behind. Hughes has to go to the court to get it. And a jump ball again, but this one goes to the Swathers. The Swathers just the more energetic team to this point in this first quarter.
Well, I think they've also played 10 girls in the first quarter.
That luxury of depth.
Like Hesston's going to play for the last shot with 15 seconds left in the game.
Work it into the corner. Like to think Yoder, the likely one to take the shot. It'll be Williams driving baseline and a blocking foul. Tried to kick it out into the corner, and the Swathers going to have 6.3 to work with.
They got Sowers on that. Fourth team foul, so they'll keep him off the free throw line.
Sowers picks her first up. Swathers to inbound on the baseline, 6.3 to work with. Throw it in the hands of Myers. Myers trying to push it up ahead, but blocked. Forsberg comes down with it, fires a quick one, and the buzzer sounds after 1 quarter of play. Swathers on top, 18-8. Stick around, second quarter action here on Thunder Country when we come back with more Greenback basketball.
Are you interested in building a new home or remodeling your current one? If so, give J.A. Knight & Sons a call today. This is Chase Scully with J.A. Knight & Sons, and we are the area's premier general contractor and have been serving the Pratt and surrounding area for over 50 years with superior quality and attention to detail. We specialize in high-end residential and commercial construction and have now expanded our services to include pre-engineered metal buildings. J.A. Knight & Sons is a proud supporter of Greenback Athletics and would like to help turn your next dream into reality.
Exceptional dentistry, right in your neighborhood. At Pratt Family Dental, Dr. Carson Hopkins and Dr. Stephen Coons are here to keep your smile healthy and bright. From routine cleanings to advanced care, our team has the expertise and technology to handle all your dental needs with comfort and confidence. Because at Pratt Family Dental, it's not just about teeth, it's about family, trust, and smiles that last a lifetime. Call today to schedule your appointment with Dr. Hopkins or Dr. Coons. Pratt Family Dental, where exceptional care meets friendly faces.
Welcome back. Second quarter action here on Thunder Country. After 1 quarter of play, Greenbacks trail at 18-8. First quarter back and forth at the beginning. It was 8-6 at one point, and then Swathers broke away. Closed it out on a 10-2 run. Greenback's trying to find an answer for this defensive intensity of the Swathers, just in your face as soon as you get the ball full length of the court. Forsberg on the right side, trying to dump down to Winkelpleck, but throws it over her head, out of bounds. It'll go to the Swathers. Swathers work it into the paint, now kick it out to Williams. Greenbacks in zone defense here, trying to defend. Tipped away into the hands of Winkelpleck. Now can the Greenbacks put something together offensively?
Yeah, it'd be nice to string together a run of points here and get 3 or 4 stops on the road. Just can really change the momentum in the game.
Hughes trying to do it off the dribble, pulls up from the free throw line. Rebound fought for. McAllister hits the court hard. And last touched out of bounds off of Williams of the Swathers. McAllister holding the back of the head after hitting that court hard. Went up for that rebound, and Sowers will check in for her. After the substitution now, Hughes inbounds safely to Winkelpleck, trying to call out the offense. Not aware of the defender behind her, and it's poked right into the hands of Proctor. Into the corner, now back to Proctor, setting up down low, draws the foul. She'll go to the free throw line.
For sure, they got that on Myers. Her second personal.
Myers picks up her second. 7:01 to play here in the second. And at the line, J.C. Proctor knocks down the first. Two at the line. Proctor goes, has the Swathers on top 20-8.
Good job by Hughes breaking that press.
All off the dribble. Good dump down to Forsberg, and Forsberg finishes on the left side of the rim. Forsberg leading the way for the Greenbacks. She's got 6 of the Greenbacks' 10 points. And on the other end, Proctor answers for 2. Forsberg, half court, goes right side to Myers. Myers back to Winklepleck. Forsberg comes back near side to get it. Bounce pass looking for Sowers on the entry pass, but Sowers went up through contact and out front run, and now Yoder ahead of everybody, too strong. Rebound kept alive by the Swathers. They'll kick it out. Yoder gonna try the open 3. Rattles out into the hands of Winklepleck. Hughes gonna get rid of this one. Get her way up court, set up the offense, trying to get open off a screen somehow. It'll be Forsberg working off the screen, gives it back to Winklepleck, tries the baseline 12-footer, rebound pulled down. Swathers have numbers coming back the other way. Jaden Williams right side, lays it in. And a timeout taken. Full timeout from Coach Troy, and 24-10, Swathers lead it. 5:44 to play here in the second. We'll be back with more Greenback basketball when we return.
Are you a sports fan looking for a great place to grab a bite to eat? Look no further than Legends Cafe, located in Pratt, Kansas, on Highway 54. Legends is open 6 days a week and serves up mouth-watering burgers, fresh salads, hearty sandwiches, and much more. And don't forget about their daily specials. Legends is proud to support Greenback sports and all the local teams. So whether you're celebrating a big win or just need to refuel after the game, Legends has you covered. Come on down to Legends, and we'll take care of the rest.
At Timish Electric, we light up your world with reliable and efficient electrical services. Our team of skilled and certified electricians is dedicated to providing top-notch service for all your electrical needs. From residential, commercial, or industrial needs, we ensure your electrical systems are safe, reliable, and up to code. Contact us today at 620-672-9334 to schedule a consultation. Timish Electric, proudly serving Pratt and the surrounding areas electrical needs for over 25 years.
Welcome back. Second quarter action here. 5:44 to play. Coming off of the full timeout from Coach Troy and an early whistle. That full court pressure from the Swathers. A bit too aggressive that time.
They got Williams for the reach-in foul.
Jaden Williams will pick up her first personal. First team foul on the Swathers. Greenbacks will have to reset, this time on the sideline. Right in front of their own bench. Forsberg looking for Hughes, but picked off by the Swathers, and underneath the bucket, ready for it. Jaden Williams has the Swathers on top 26-10. Forsberg stolen away at half court, tried to go behind the back. Williams, the nice jump stop. 6 quick points for Jaden Williams here in this second quarter. Swathers on an 8-0 run, all led by this full court pressure that the Greenbacks have yet to find an answer for. Myers right side nearly loses it, has to chase it back to the half court mark. Greenbacks still look confused. Sowers coming out for the screen there and ends up with the ball in her hands. Forsberg kick out to Myers. Swathers not giving the Greenbacks any room to breathe. Hughes trying to create it off the dribble, baseline drive, not there. Rebound fought for.
Got to get back.
Ellie Schmidt now in the ball game, coming out of that timeout for the Greenbacks. And a three-point shot from the corner. Williams off the backside rim. Rebound pulled down, and an easy bucket underneath for J.C. Proctor. Boy, the Greenback player hit the court. Looked like Ellie Schmidt fighting for that rebound when she didn't come down with it. There's Proctor, who had an easy lane to the rim. Swathers on top 30-10, their biggest lead of the night. 4:09 to play here in the second quarter. Hughes frees herself up, tries an open three, front of the rim, doesn't go. Williams with the rebound. Looking to run, pushes it up left side. Ray, dump down, finish. Proctor again. First Swather into double digits. J.C. Proctor has 10. And off the make, the full court pressure continues. Forsberg fighting off Williams, has to be careful with that arm extension. Williams nearly pokes it away, forces Forsberg to pick the dribble up. Hughes comes out to get it. Hughes walking Ray back out to the middle of the court. Reset the offense.
Not a whole lot of movement right now, a lot of standing around. It makes it tough.
And the Swathers come away with the steal. It's Jaden Williams again working the defense on the point for this Swather defense.
Yeah, it looked like a lot of confusion right there on the Greenbacks offensive side. I know they all look tired right now, but there was like nobody knew what to do, and everybody's just kind of standing there trying to catch their breath. So you take a little bit off, and that's what happens.
And they've made you pay for it. 3:07 to play here in the second quarter, and when the Greenbacks have gotten lazy up there at the top of the key, the Swather defense has made you pay for it every time. Jaden Williams having a great game for the Swather. She's got 9 points, 8 of them in the second quarter. And she's had some quick ones off the steal, turns into transition points. Greenbacks just playing a step slower than the Swathers right now. Got to be careful that they don't get too far out of this ball game if they haven't already, to try to flip that switch and get themselves back in it with a little energy. They've still
just got to start it with a couple stops. Try to start there, get a couple stops, get a good couple offensive good sets. You know, try to build off of that.
They've still got 3 minutes left in this second quarter before they're going to have that halftime breather to try to regroup, trying to put something together. Forsberg with the only bucket for the Greenbacks in this second quarter. Schmidt on the backside knocks it in.
Greenback basket by Ellie Schmidt.
Time a good quick decision by Schmidt. Got the ball open and shot. Swathers trying to do the same thing on the other end, and a foul down low. The Swathers come down with the offensive rebound, and Schmidt just had to get a hand on her.
And Schmidt.
Kyler Warden at the free throw line to shoot 2. Second team foul on the Greenbacks, and Warden knocks down the first. Winkelpleck back into the ball game for Sowers. Second free throw doesn't go. Rebound tied up down low. Jump ball going to stay with the Swathers. It was Martin and McAllister fighting for that one. Yoder to inbounds, going up top. Now dumping it down. Myers comes away with the deflection. Had Winkelpleck running up front. Myers not able to take advantage of it. Now take it across the half court on her own. And an over and back. No, they're going to say pushed from behind on Martin. Greenback's fortunate there.
Tessa Martin, her first personal foul, second Swather team foul.
Hughes trying to go into the corner to McAllister, but poked out of bounds. Still chasing down that loose ball.
There hallway.
Hughes now set up in the corner on the sideline. Trying to go up top, goes high to Schmidt. Schmidt picks it up. Myers comes out, resets top of the key. Dumped down through the hands of McAllister. Winkelpleck tried to outlet it. Now it's Lehman out front running. 2 more transition points for the Swathers, and a steal on the inbounds puts the ball right back in their hands. Pull-up jumper from the free throw line. That one won't go, and the Greenbacks clear it. Hughes, that good footwork, got to the rim. Hughes with 4 points on the night. 1:42 to play here in this second quarter. Dribble drive in, kick out, three-point shot too strong off the back iron, but the Swathers keep it alive with the offensive board. Yoder trying to feed it down low again. The left-handed hook shot doesn't go, and Winklepleck will pull it down for the Greenbacks. Hughes takes a look up at the clock, 1:15 to play before the halftime mark. Greenbacks trail at 37-14. Myers on that left elbow. Gives it right back to Hughes, trying to find a seam to the rim. Too far under and a tough shot. Goes up into the net. Swathers come away with it. Lehman on the other end, back up top Yoder. Reverse it into the corner. Now that high post action. Hughes on the court trying to come away with the steal, but the three-point shot from the Swathers into the hands of Schmidt. Schmidt running left side, has Greenbacks on the right side. Gets stopped up down on that low block, kick out to Winklepleck. Back out to Schmidt, she'll try the three, falls short. A rebound chased down, 30 seconds showing on the game clock. Back the other way, Ashley Lehman. Now Yoder will come get it, slow things down. Set up the offense with 20 seconds to play. Yoder top of the key, looking for that elbow pass to Grillo. Yoder gets it back, 5 on the clock, three-point shot, good. Yoder her third three-point bucket, and that will close us out of first half action. Swathers on top, 40-14 after 1 half of play. Stick around, we've got the Uptown Cafe Club DS halftime show coming up when we return here on Thunder Country.
Mead Lumber in Pratt is looking better than ever. Stop by and see our brand new renovations with the same friendly faces you know and trust. Whether you're tackling a big project or just need supplies for the weekend, Mead Lumber has you covered with quality products and expert service. We're proud to be a part of this community and even more proud to support the hardworking athletes of Pratt High School. Mead Lumber, building relationships, building Pratt.
To keep your equipment running, count on BTI for bulk oil delivered directly to your farm. Now BTI delivers 3 times the product, and it's quicker than ever. Our trucks travel up to 150 miles from any of our 6 stores, delivering premium oil, hydraulic fluid, and DEF, up to 1,500 gallons in just 30 minutes. It's another way to save you time and money. Call any of our 6 BTI locations or visit btioil.com. BTI, our family in partnership with your family.
For your fine dining experience, be sure to stop at Club DS in downtown Pratt. Western Kansas's premier steakhouse for over 50 years. They'll serve you the best with their friendly, attentive staff and home-cooked meal you desire. Also offering a full range of entertainment with live music and karaoke weekend nights. So come for food and stay for fun at Club DS in downtown Pratt. Open 7 nights a week.
This is Chris with Car Auction Real Estate. We've been proudly moving assets since 1965, with locations in Pratt and Larned servicing the surrounding counties.
Jamie here with Car Auction and Real Estate. While our marketing strategies clearly stand out, we stand strong on our principles of integrity, transparency, and reputation in our industry.
Whether it be buying, selling, auction, or appraisal needs, look us up online at carauction.com.
Good luck and go Greenbacks.
Welcome back to the Uptown Cafe Club DS halftime show here on Thunder Country. Now joined by head coach Chris Batten, joining us as always for the halftime show. Coach, as always, appreciate your time. A big matchup for your Greenbacks tonight, coming on the road against a 17-1 Hesston team, ranked number 2 in 3A. It doesn't get any tougher than this when it comes to hostile atmospheres, environments, and a team to go with it.
Yeah, you know,
not very many people can say they've came out with a win in here, so it's going to be tough, and we're going to have to get after it. They've got a really good basketball team. Just a lot of guys that have played a lot of basketball, and they're number 2 in 3A for a reason.
And that's behind Wichita Collegiate. Exactly. We know how good that collegiate team is. It's ranked number 1 in the 3A classification. The only loss for this Swather team was when they were punching up a weight class, 2 weight classes, against the 5A ranked opponent in Hayes, and that was a 2-point game in itself. So how do you get your Greenbacks into the mindset that this is going to be no easy game tonight? You've had a handful of easy ones this season. This one tonight, not the case.
Yeah, I think they know. I've got a mature group, and they've been very mature about this all year long. We've had some games on our schedule that maybe haven't been very tough, but we've had a couple that have been, and so they know this is one of them. They know the league title runs through Hesston, as it has, for most years here, and so if we want even a sniff of that, we've got to be ready to go tonight.
And that's something I was going to talk to you about. I don't talk much goals with you anymore because you answered that in the past, but the league title does go through Hesston, and it has in the past. And tonight, an opportunity, if that was one of the goals, whether you or your kids, it happens here tonight.
Yeah, first time we've even talked about it was yesterday, and I just reminded them that the league title has had to come through Hesston. You either won here or you lost, and the league title went to Hesston. So, it's one of those things where we got to come out and we got to play our best basketball. We got to put 4 quarters together where we're getting after it offensively and defensively, and making sure that we're doing all the little things.
It should be a great game, Coach. We'll let you get back to it and talk with you post-game. As always, appreciate your time at the halftime show.
Yep, thank you, guys.
All right, that's head coach Chris Patton. When we come back, we'll wrap up first half stats, give you a preview for the second half, and more here on Thunder Country.
Escape into your ultimate outdoor getaway with the help of Uni Landscapes, your local full-service landscape design and construction company specializing in landscapes, hardscapes, patios, sprinkler systems, water features, and snow removal services. They create your dream space by incorporating design elements unique to you and your family. Uni Landscapes serves Pratt and the surrounding area and is open Monday through Friday. Call 620-672-3301 to transform your outdoor space today.
Need proof that Pratt has something for you? Living in Pratt is second to none with a fitness center, added new wings on an already impressive regional medical center, even an art museum. Pratt has dynamic downtown shopping, lots of hunting and fishing, and over 200 acres for outdoor lovers. Pratt is a great place to work and raise a family with beautiful older homes and new developments. Progressive, proud, and visionary. Proof that Pratt has something for you.
Welcome back to the Uptown Cafe Club DS halftime show here on Thunder Country. As always, appreciate Coach Batten and his time. Greenbacks 40-14 trail this one at the halftime mark, and Logan, after one half of play, seeing the Lady Greenbacks just don't have the same type of energy that we've seen this Swather team playing with, and the score reflects it, 40-14. What'd you see in that first half that the Greenbacks need to come out and adjust in this second half?
Well, I have 2 things wrote down on my piece of paper here, and one of it is just getting back on D.
Yes.
And then the other one is taking care of the ball. We've had quite a few turnovers there in the first half that led to them being able to get transition points. My little tally mark says we have 10 turnovers in the first half.
And I would bet they've capitalized on all of those.
Yeah, I'd say at least 16 points probably came off of fast breaks off of that.
And a lot of those are ones that you can get back for, that, they're just, it's that hustle play that all year long we've preached attitude and effort and seen such a good job of it from the Greenbacks. And tonight, just a little bit flat in this first half for Coach Troy and her girls. So the good news is you have a halftime break to kind of regather, regroup yourself. Now, you got yourself in a 26-point hole in that first half, so you've got a lot to answer to coming out in this second half.
It's one of those situations where you just can't try to get it all back at once. You've got to just start building on it, getting the stops. It always starts with getting stops on the defensive side. If you can slow them down offensively, your defense will create the offense for you. though. It's like I said, you just can't go all out to try to get it back at once. You just got to start, chipping away at it.
And this Swather defense has really done a good job keeping the Greenbacks in check. Nobody really getting off hot on the scoring column. Out of those 14 points, Forsberg has 6 of them, Hughes with 4, and Ellie Schmidt with 2, and then a couple free throws from Sowers in that first quarter, but nobody really able to find their way, and a lot of that just goes back to kind of the offensive sets. The Greenbacks just haven't been able to put clean ones together very well in that first half.
Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot of shot attempts in that first half, and that's something that's going to have to change if these ladies want to try to claw their way back out of this 26-point deficit to get a lead.
On the SWAT. Yeah, to get back in this ball game. On the Swather side of the scoring, a different story. Jaden Williams with 9 points, Lehman with 2. Yoder has had a great first half, 3 3-point buckets. She's got 11 on the night, and Proctor down low has done a lot of damage to the Greenbacks. She's got 10 points. Grillo with 4. Those were all in transition. She had a couple possessions back-to-back where she was just able to get back, beat the Greenbacks, set up before we could realize she was behind us, and the Swathers on the perimeter able to get it to her quick enough to finish down low. So Greenbacks in this second half have got to come out with some urgency and some commitment, and they've got to really dial it in here and execute.
Yeah, you just don't want to see the girls quit and give up, and that into that second quarter there, you can kind of just start seeing, there wasn't a lot of giddy up, a lot of emotion showed. It's just kind of one of those, you got to flush it, forget about it, and go on to the second half.
And that's where you're playing in a tough gymnasium. We talked with Coach Patton about this atmosphere. It's a hostile environment when you come in here to play basketball at Hesston, as both the ladies and the boys, they bring it. This is a basketball powerhouse when you talk state of Kansas basketball, and the Greenbacks coming into this ball game, maybe it looked like just a little unprepared for the type of environment they were going to be playing in here in the first half. And so hopefully a halftime break here, some messages and some words from Coach Troyan, maybe snap these girls into it where they can come out with a little bit of fire to start this second half. Looks like it will be Greenback ball to start this second half. Again, 40-14 your score after one half of play. It was all Swathers in that first half. The Greenbacks had a tough time slowing down the transition that came from the steals and the pressure caused by the Swather defense. And on the offensive side, Greenbacks need to settle in, run some offensive sets. But will be Greenback ball. Hope Hughes to inbounds here on the near sideline. Swather's not backing off that full court pressure. Hughes into Forsberg. Forsberg working at left side. Hughes gets it back in that far corner. Steps through baseline, dump down. Winkelpleck finishes. A quick 2 points for the Greenbacks. That's the start they needed coming out of the halftime mark.
Yep, now got to work on getting a stop.
This is where the Swathers were so good in that first half, was getting back quick on offense, catching the Greenbacks off guard. Left side, nothing there. Now the entry pass down low. Proctor kicks it back out. 3-point shot thought about. Williams on the perimeter. Dumps it down to the baseline. Grillo back to Williams. She'll try a 3. Knocks it down. Williams now into double digits. The second Swather into double digits. Answered that Greenback bucket and has the Swathers on top 43-16 early in this second half. Hughes going to try to answer a 3-point bucket of her own. She does, knocks it down.
That was a great flare screen right there. And a good look from Forsberg to catch her in the corner.
That's what the Greenbacks need to see more of. Hughes has got to not be afraid to pull that trigger when she's got an open look on the perimeter. Dump down, able to finish under the rim. Proctor with 12. Greenbacks and Swathers trading bucket for bucket. McAllister working at right side. Needs some help after picking her dribble up. Sowers trying to post up down low, but tipped out of bounds. Last touched by Proctor. Winkelpleck off the inbounds, going all the way to the right side, and she'll go to the free throw line. I like the aggressiveness from Winkelpleck that time. Good drive to the rim. Foul goes against Grillo, her first.
I believe it's her second, Cody.
You are correct.
At the
Winklepleck off the front of the rim, misses both of those. Swathers back quick the other way. Up and under, doesn't go for Yoder, and tipped out of bounds. Last touch by the Swathers. It'll go back to the Greenbacks, so no damage done. Now the Greenbacks have a chance to go back and try to put some points on the board in this possession. Forsberg, top of the key, needs some help. Trying to find Winklepleck. Hughes tried to slide to the baseline to save it, just couldn't get there in time. Another one of those Greenback turnovers. Greenback's able to force a turnover of their own. Hughes got a hand on that one. Now gets it back, coming back the other way. Far side, Hughes working towards the rim. Nothing there. Good dump down to Winklepleck. Winklepleck goes up high, nearly dropped it in the cone. Bounces around, and the Swathers come away with it. Double team down low and fighting up through it. A foul gonna come as Proctor will go to the free throw line. See who that whistle is on. Would they get McAllister?
That'd be her third.
McAllister picks up her third.
Yeah, she had a clean block on the first one. We're kind of sitting so far away, I couldn't tell after that.
We are a bit up here tonight here at this Swather gym. First free throw on the way falls for J.C. Proctor. Makes her the leading scorer for the Swathers. She's got 13, just 1 point more than Jaden Williams. Second free throw goes as well. 2 of 2 at the free throw line for Proctor. Hughes in the corner. 5:16 to play here in the third. Swathers 47-19 lead this ball game. Hughes, tough shot, deflected. Swathers back running. Lehman out front, has Williams on the left side. Now dumps it to her after she gets near the baseline. Kick out. Yoder going to try an elbow jumper. And knocks it down for 2. Entry pass to Winklepleck. Not able to find the cutter. Winklepleck going to dribble to create the space and tipped away. Williams another steal, out front running, working against Myers. Ball hits the court. Williams has to back it out. And went off her foot. Greenbacks catch a break there. Swather setting up the half-court offense now. Williams on the right perimeter. Lehman coming back to Yoder. Bounce pass inside. Baseline for Proctor. She'll take it high off the glass. Doesn't go. Rebound pulled down by the Swathers. Proctor putting it back up. This time drops it. 16 on the night for J.C. Proctor.
Just a sophomore.
4 minutes to play here in the third. She's caused trouble for the Greenbacks. They don't have an answer for her down low. Hughes on the backside, through her hands and out of bounds. Greenbacks just not able to put together a clean offensive set. And now 4 sub in and 4 come out for the Swathers. Williams working right side. Comes to Warden. Baseline, Williams gets it back on the far side. Top of the key. Opened up that three-point look on the right side. Anderson can't knock it down, trying to chase her own rebound down. And I think they're going to get Winklepleck.
Yep. Just her first foul.
That's just a hustle foul, though. Yep. Winklepleck not able, or let that Swather get in front of her. And then on the frustration, fouled from behind. Long rebound, chased down again by the Swathers. Stepped on the line. It'll be Greenback ball. Anderson trying to go baseline, a little bit out of control. Ball goes back to the Greenbacks, 3:21 to play. They trail at 51-19. Then an impressive performance to this point for the Swathers. Winklepleck on that high right elbow. They hand off to Forsberg, and she'll draw the foul.
Foul charging Brendan Anderson.
Anderson picks up her first. Second team foul on the Swathers. Tipped on the inbounds. It'll stay with the Greenbacks.
Yeah, Greenbacks are even having a hard time just getting the ball in the play right now.
Forsberg in the corner after the inbounds. And a push as she went baseline. Anderson going to pick up another foul.
Yeah, she picked up quick back-to-back fouls.
Swather foul charge to Brendan Anderson, her second personal, third Swather team foul.
Third team foul on the Swathers, and Hughes sets right back up on the baseline to inbounds. Myers top of the key. Hughes comes out after that inbounds in the corner. Not able to free it up. Step through and the travel on Hughes. With a frustration, you can just see it on these Greenback faces. Just can't find an answer for anything.
This ball pressure from Hesston has just really caused havoc from the start of the tip off to now.
And it's starting to show mentally for these Greenbacks, really starting to get frustrated, not being able to put anything together. Swathers back the other way now, 2:45 to play here in the third. Baseline from 10 feet out, nearly falls off the backboard. Myers keeps it alive for the Greenbacks in the front court. Needs some help, picks that dribble up, and Williams there defending. Goes to Winklepleck. Winklepleck trying to get by her defender on the dribble. Kick back out, Myers. Little trouble handling it, takes her farther back than she'd like, and Williams comes away with the steal, top of the key. Myers trying to chase her down, gets a hand on it, but the foul comes from Forsberg on the follow-up shot.
Foul charge to Pratt, Joanna Forsberg, her first personal.
Only the first on Forsberg, third team foul.
Brendan Anderson.
But that'll send Anderson to the free throw line for the first time tonight to shoot 2. Knocks down the first.
Returning the game for the Swathers, Callie Yoder.
Yoder will check back into the ball game. Second free throw on the way goes as well. 2-2 at the free throw line for Anderson. Swathers on a 10-0 run with 2:05 to play here in the third. Greenbacks with only a handful of good looks tonight, trying to put one together here. Just can't find an answer for this Swather defense. And again, 5 feet beyond the perimeter, the pressure causes the travel. Another mass substitution for Coach Richardson. 4 in, 4 out for the Swathers. Work it right side, 1:40 to play here in the third. Into the corner, Avery Larson in the ball game now for the Swathers. Comes back top of the key to Lehman. Goes back to Yoder's way on the backside. Dumps down, elbow jumper. Falls short, chases it down. Follow-up doesn't go, and Myers there pulls down the board. Trying to get out front of the Swathers here. Gonna have to wait for the offense to catch up. Hughes will fire a deep 3. Too strong, and chased down by Larson. Hughes just taking the first open look she had there. Off the mark. Swathers now with 60 seconds to play here in this third quarter, working around the perimeter. Proctor working against Sowers, sails it over the rim and into the hands of Winklepleck on the backside.
Got 50 seconds left in the third quarter.
Hughes calling out the offensive set. See if the Greenbacks can put one together here. Winklepleck out near the Swather logo. Come to Myers in the corner. Back to Hughes working against Lehman on defense. Trying to back her down, steps through, shot blocked. And last touched, I think they said gonna stay with Green.
Yeah, I believe her shot got tipped when she was shooting it, and it went off of Hesston, so it should stay with the Greenbacks.
Greenbacks will have 29.6 seconds to work. Hughes on the baseline to inbounds, finds Forsberg in the corner. Trying to draw her defender in the air with the pump fake. Instead, the dump down to Sowers. Sowers hits the court with one knee, and the Swathers pull down the loose ball. Yoder takes a look up at the clock, crosses the half court with 15 seconds to play. Comes left side to Larson. Gets it back top of the key, under 10. Feed down low, Grillo tipped away. Hughes comes away with it. Has Myers out front running, but the steal on the other end. A step through last minute at the buzzer does not go. Swathers will take a 53-19 lead to the fourth quarter. Don't go anywhere. More Greenback basketball when we return here on Thunder Country.
Looking for a dealership you can trust? Doug Gray Chevrolet in Pratt is your hometown destination for quality vehicles and exceptional service. From brand new Chevrolets to dependable, pre-owned options, you'll find the perfect fit for your lifestyle and budget. Their friendly, knowledgeable team makes buying easy, and their service department keeps you running strong long after the sale. When you want honesty, value, and a better way to buy, choose Doug Gray Chevrolet in Pratt. Experience the difference today.
When it comes to your health, trust Grace Clinic and Urgent Care in Pratt, conveniently located at 920 East 1st Street. Grace Clinic proudly serves Pratt and the surrounding area. Family nurse practitioner McKaylee Kirby provides primary care, urgent care, and sports physicals, and is accepting new patients and walk-ins. Open Monday through Friday, except Tuesdays, from 8:30 to 6, and Saturdays 9 to 8, 3086 today. That's Grace Clinic and Urgent Care, caring for your family close to home.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action here on Thunder Country. Hesston, Kansas. I'm Cody Eastis alongside Logan McAllister. If you're just tuning in, boy, and the Lady Greenbacks a tough one here for them tonight as we enter the fourth quarter. 53-19 the score. It's been all Swathers to this point. On the court for the Greenbacks, Hughes, Winklepleck, McAllister, Myers, and Forsberg. Swather ball coming out of the quarter. Down low, working in the paint. The step through doesn't fall for Proctor. Trying to get her own rebound, and official's going to confer here on the near side. And a foul down low. Not sure who they're going to call that against.
Look at on Winklepleck.
Looks like Hope Hughes will pick up her first foul. Proctor at the free throw line, and it is a running clock here in this fourth quarter. Proctor misses the first.
Yeah, this is just when you just want to see the girls not give up and keep going and just try to find some energy to finish the game off on a good note.
Second free throw. That one rattles around, doesn't fall. McAllister there for the board. Gets it back into the hands of Hughes. Winklepleck, top of the key. McAllister flashing to the rim and threw her hands out of bounds. Boy, a good look. It was there.
Yeah, I think the ball got tipped.
Just a little in front of her, may have been tipped, and then last touched by McAllister. And again, 5 in, 5 out for Coach Richardson and this Swather team. Just an express lane over there with players coming in and coming out. Now working the ball around the perimeter, Anderson. Comes back near side, get it back in the hands of Warden. Warden, a miscommunication on the far side, throws it out of bounds. And some substitution now for Coach Stroyan as Ellie Schmidt checks back into the ball game. And Kinley Hildebrand getting her first minutes of tonight. McAllister comes out to help in the half court. Needs to get rid of it, goes to Hildebrand far side. Forsberg on the left wing. McAllister trying to post up down low against Warden. Forsberg will take the jumper herself. Backside of the rim, rebound pulled down by Schmidt, and she'll go to the free throw line after the whistle on the shot.
Good job by Ellie Schmidt to seal that backside, go up and grab that rebound with some strength.
So Schmidt will go to the free throw line after Tessa Martin picks up her second. First free throw spins out. Second free throw, rattled it in. 53-20 your score. Swathers on top. Running clock, 4:55 to play here in the fourth. Three-point shot falls short. Offensive putback into the hands of Hughes. Hughes working at left side, goes to that left hand, lays it up and in for two.
Greenback basket by Hope Hughes.
Hughes with 9 on the night for the Greenbacks. Shot off the front of the rim. Hughes a defensive rebound. Everybody clearing out.
Got to go help her.
And picks that up. Needs some help. Finds Hildebrand at the free throw line. Tried to get a shot off. Schmidt there underneath for the rebound. Put back no good. And a foul maybe on Schmidt trying to get that third rebound over the back of Tessa Martin.
Foul charge to Pratt's.
And they'll get Hildebrand with her first. And a couple more substitutions for the Greenbacks as Emerson Bailey and Lainey Ritz checking into the ball game. Swathers working around the perimeter now. Right side to Anderson. Cutting to the bucket. Ray not able to finish. Bailey pulls down a board. So keeping herself across half court, goes to Ritz. And that high right elbow. The give and go back to Bailey. Lays it in, taps it off the glass for 2.
Good offensive set from the girls there.
Swathers now moving the ball around the perimeter. That shot from Anderson falls short into the hands of Schmidt. 3 minutes on the clock here in the fourth quarter. Greenbacks trail at 53-24. Bailey, top of the key for the Greenbacks. Sends it over the head of McAllister. Go out of bounds, ball back to the Swathers. McAllister not able to go up that high and grab that one. Right side to Anderson for the Swathers. Comes back near side. Larson going to try a deep 2-point jumper, knocks it down. First bucket of the fourth quarter for the Swathers. Larson's first bucket of the ball game. Entry pass to Ritz. Gets rid of it, looking for Hildebrand, tipped. Hildebrand has to chase it down. She does, keeps it alive for the Greenbacks. Back to McAllister. Backing her way down to the baseline, tied up, kick out Hildebrand. .155 to play here in the fourth. McAllister picks it up, tried to go over the head to find Schmidt.
Schmidt's inside working hard right
Schmidt
now.
And Martin getting real physical down low.
I like the physical nature though.
You see Schmidt went out for that ball, got hung up a little bit from Martin, then went right back into the paint.
Mm-hmm.
Ball out of bounds, going to slow things down there. It'll be Bailey on the far sideline to inbounds. Having a chat on that far side. This running clock just wasting time by. Now they say go ahead and stop it. Maybe some blood on the far side from Tessa Martin. Still trying to sort things out. Coach Troyan now having a word with the officials.
Well, if she had blood on her and she has to, stop play, doesn't that usually mean you have to come out of the game?
Yeah, or stop that running clock. I know it runs, but for an injury timeout, that might be what Coach Troyan's saying is my player had to come out of the ball game. Swathers got the best of both worlds there, kept their player in the game, and the clock was running while they dealt with it. Hildebrand after the inbounds. Now get things all set up. Looking for Schmidt down low, tipped out of bounds. It'll go to the Swathers. Looks like they did put a little bit of time back on that clock. Under a minute to go here in the fourth quarter. Swathers working it around the perimeter. Warden to Larson, far side. Patient here with the offense. Three-point bucket on the way. Zayla Ray, her first bucket of the night. It's a three-point bucket, puts the Swathers on top 58-24. Under 30 to play here in the fourth. Ritz looking for Schmidt, chased down in the back court. Hildebrand picks it up off the court, heading back the Greenbacks' way. Hand off to Bailey, tied up in the paint. Swathers pull it off the court. Slow it down under 10. Crossed half court, Swathers should be able to dribble it out. They put it in the hands of Zayla Ray, and she will dribble it out. Final buzzer sounds 58-24, your final score. Boy, that game was all Swathers. Greenbacks fall to 6-13 on the season. Swathers improved to 11-8. Stick around, we'll talk about it in the Maydew Tebow Optometry postgame show when we return here on Thunder Country.
On the basketball court, a good offense is the best defense. You can count on me, Jamie Roach, your Farm Bureau agent, to be your family's point guard and defend you against whatever life throws your way. I am there to handle all your auto, home, life, and business insurance needs. Don't wait for the worst to happen when it comes to your insurance. Talk to me, Jamie Roach, today and see how I can help protect what matters most.
Farm Bureau Property and Casualty Insurance Company, Western Agricultural Insurance Company.
Clear, comfortable vision is one of life's greatest blessings. At Maydew Tebow Optometry, Doctors Troy Maydew, Seth Tebow, and Andrew Peaster are committed to helping you maintain healthy eyes and clear vision. Prevention and early intervention are the keys to your eyes, providing that clear and comfortable vision your entire life. Regular comprehensive eye examinations are essential in identifying conditions that can damage your sight. Call us at Maydew Tebow Optometry for an appointment today or visit us at maydewtebow.com.
This is Terry from Gatlin Meckler's Pharmacy. On display in our pharmacy is a nice assortment of over-the-counter items and a wide array of medical supplies, which includes knee scooters, walkers, canes, and bathroom items. We bill Medicare for respiratory supplies and immunizations. Our preferred pricing on prescriptions will get you through the door, and our customer service will get you to come back. Be sure to stop in today and see us on Country Club Road in Pratt.
When it comes to real estate, folks want to work with someone they know and trust. I'm John Hamm with Hamm Auction and Real Estate. Whether you're buying a home, selling land, or thinking about an auction, Kevin and I take the time to walk you through every step. No pressure, just honest local advice. We're proud supporters of the Pratt High Greenbacks and proud to be a part of this community. Give me a call at 620-450-7481 or Kevin at 620-770-2381. Hamm Auction and Real Estate, local knowledge you can trust.
Welcome back to the Maydew Tebow Optometry postgame show here on Thunder Country. The Lady Greenbacks fall 58-24, your final score here in Hesston, Kansas. A very tough place to come play, and Hesston showed why. Come into this atmosphere, and it was a full house from start to finish.
Yeah.
Continues what empty seats there were to fill up here for this boys tip-off coming up. But look back at that Lady Greenback game, and it was just a game they just never got into rhythm from the opening tip-off to the closing buzzer there. It felt like the Greenbacks just didn't match the Swathers with the energy needed to come into this type of atmosphere and play.
Yeah, you know, the game was just a little too fast for them tonight. The Hesston Swathers defense and offense was just moving so fast, and we looked like we were stuck in the mud and really us.
Yeah, it was, and when you do that against a team like the Swathers, you can't get away with it. You can't. They're going to make you pay for it, and the Greenbacks look to have a little bit of that homecoming hangover from that win against Nickerson Friday night in the Frog Dome, and thought they would bring that same type of energy on the road after a big win, and it was not the case tonight. One of those performances that if you're Coach Troy and talking with your girls, just you know it's a tough matchup going into it, but it wasn't there tonight for the Greenbacks, whatever the reason was, and tough to point to one thing or the other, but the Swathers made it tough from start, made it tough from start to finish. The defensive pressure all night from the Swathers. The Greenbacks never felt like they were in a rhythm offensively, and so many transitions created by stealing the ball for the Swathers, and then they capped them off on the other end.
Yeah, you got to tip your hats to Hesston. They had a great night tonight. Said their defensive pressure was some of the best, and it kind of causes some problems. But, that's just some of our, youth is out there, and our strength, physicality wasn't quite there. And they just did a great job of just outrunning us down the court.
Yeah, at the halftime mark, it was a 26-point ball game at half. Swathers had kind of put the game away by then, 40-14. After the first quarter, Greenbacks still had it within their reach if they kind of flipped the switch then. Only a 10-point game after the first quarter, and you felt like if they could have done something in that second quarter to keep the Swathers from slowing down a little bit, but a big run in the midway part of that second quarter. The Swathers went on a 14-0 run in that second quarter, and the Greenbacks then just deflated from that point on, just never had the energy really to kind of get themselves back in it and put up that fight that we're used to seeing.
Yeah, that's just one of those. You just kind of got to fight through it and figure out a way to dig deep, find something that you don't know that you have. To keep fighting, keep working, and not give up.
Yeah, that's one that I think you're going to want back. If you're Coach Stroyan and those Greenback girls, you're going to look back on this ball game, and it's one that you're going to point back to, and a lot of things to learn from it is the good thing. Moving forward, they got a big matchup Friday against Larned. Larned got them the opener of the season, so a rematch there for Coach Stroyan and these girls. And a lot learned tonight. You can't come out and play like this again against another good Larned opponent coming up at the end of the week.
Yeah, I am kind of excited about that game Friday night against the Larned Indians. Like I said, they got the girls pretty good at the opener, but I feel like we are a different team. Everybody's kind of got to know each other. And when that chemistry works and when that ball moves, everything flows so much easier for the girls. And we've seen it multiple times this season. We've seen the spurts from them. We know they can do it. It's just putting it together and getting it accomplished.
Yeah, and I think, again, tonight, a lot of it was due credit to the defense from the Swathers.
Yep.
They just made it so tough to get into that rhythm. And then if you have a quarter and a half of that type of ball, it does. It deflates you.
Yeah.
You lose. It's tough to stay energized when it's so hard just to work the ball up the court.
That was probably the best pressure defense that we've seen all season, and it showed because I can't really remember any shot that we had that wasn't contested.
No, I think Hughes may have had a few, but boy, she had a tough night. They made it tough on her, I should say. Only 9 points from Hope Hughes, and again, it was the Swathers defense that really cracked down on this Greenback offense and made them tough to put anything together, and it showed from start to finish. The Swather defense, to me, was kind of the story of the night because that's what set the tone for the whole mood of the game.
Yeah, it's just, like I said, this is one of those games where you just you got to learn from it, kind of forget about it in a sense, and move on.
So the Greenbacks falling tonight to the Swathers, 58-24 your final score. They knocked down one 3-point bucket. Hope Hughes knocked one down in the third to add to their ham auction buckets for Booster Club. 62 on the season now for the Lady Greenbacks. Once again, thanks to John and Kevin at Ham Auction for putting on that promotion. And that's going to close it out for the ladies' side of things. Timish Electric Player of the Game. Mentioned our Ham Auction, one of our great sponsors, another one of those great sponsors, Timish Electric. Handing out that Timish Electric Player of the Game. Now, full transparency, we both said during the commercial break, I don't know that game was worthy of handing one out, whether it's, in our power to withhold it. I think we've done it. So I think the precedent has been set, but I think Coach Stroyan would agree that if handing out a player of that game, I think she'd say no. Carry that over to the Larned game, hand 2 out for that one. Let those girls know that there's something to go out and fight for in that Larned game. I don't think any of them would wear it proudly tonight if we said, yeah, you're the player of the game, because it just wasn't their night. You have those nights, tonight wasn't their night.
That's right. Like I said, that just gives them something to fight for Friday night against Larned. Forget about this game, learn from it, and move on.
So we carry it over. Larned going to be a double up for the Timish Electric Player of the Game, and we'll wrap up the post game. And when we come back, get you all set for tip-off on the boys' side and start with the new Doug Gray Chevrolet pregame show when we return here on Thunder Country.
Are Are you interested in building a new home or remodeling your current one? If so, give J.A. Knight & Sons a call today. This is Chase Scully with J.A. Knight & Sons, and we are the area's premier general contractor and have been serving the Pratt and surrounding area for over 50 years with superior quality and attention to detail. We specialize in high-end residential and commercial construction and have now expanded our services to include pre-engineered metal buildings. J.A. Knight & Sons is a proud supporter of Greenback Athletics and would like to help turn your next dream into reality.
Exceptional dentistry, right in your neighborhood. At Pratt Family Dental, Dr. Carson Hopkins and Dr. Stephen Coons are here to keep your smile healthy and bright. From routine advanced care, our team has the expertise and technology to handle all your dental needs with comfort and confidence. Because at Pratt Family Dental, it's not just about teeth, it's about family, trust, and smiles that last a lifetime. Call today to schedule your appointment with Dr. Hopkins or Dr. Coons. Pratt Family Dental, where exceptional care meets friendly faces.
Are you a sports fan looking for a great place to grab a bite to eat? Look no further than Legends Cafe, located in Pratt, Kansas, on Highway 54. Legends is open 6 days a week and serves up mouth-watering burgers, fresh salads, hearty sandwiches, and much more. And don't forget about their daily specials. Legends is proud to support Greenback Sports and all the local teams. So whether you're celebrating a big win or just need to refuel after the game, Legends has you covered. Come on down to Legends, and we'll take care of the rest.
At Timish Electric, we light up your world with reliable and efficient electrical services. Our team of skilled and certified electricians is dedicated to providing top-notch service for all your electrical needs. From residential, commercial, or industrial needs, we ensure your electrical systems are safe, reliable, and up to code. Contact us today at 620-672-9334 to schedule a consultation. Timish Electric, proudly serving Pratt and the surrounding areas electrical needs for over 25 years.
Welcome back to the Doug Ray Chevrolet pregame show here on Thunder Country as we get you set for tip-off and a prime-time matchup across the state of Kansas, really. You've got the #1 ranked team in the 4A West being your Pratt High Greenback, 16-1 on the season, taking on the #2 team in 3A in the Hesston Swather, 17-1 on the season. The #1 ranked team, Wichita Collegiate. We know how good Wichita Collegiate is. We've seen them. Our lone loss on the season came at their hands. The Swathers, lone loss, a 2-point loss to Hayes, who is 4th in the 5A West. So going up a weight class, 2 weight classes, and nearly coming away with that ball game. And we touched on it briefly in the pregame before the ladies tip-off. When you talk powerhouses, when you talk dynasties in the state of Kansas, you think of Andale football, Hesston basketball, McPherson basketball. These are the type of programs that are the blue bloods of high school basketball. And the Swathers, what they've been able to do in the last 5 to 10 years here in the 3A classification. 4 of the last 5A state titles have been held by this Swather team. The CKL title runs through Hesston, and the Greenbacks with their best chance in as many years that I can remember to come in here and try to pull off. I don't think I would call it an upset this year with this Greenback team that we have, but this is going to be 2 heavyweights going at each other tonight.
Yeah, you nailed it on the head there. I believe this is one of the marquee matchups in the state tonight, and it's going to be a high intensity, really good basketball tonight is what I'm expecting.
It's going to be a loud environment, too, here. You could already tell from what we saw in that ladies' game.
I feel like we're sitting right in the middle of it.
You got the band across the way. We're on the home side. We've got the whole Swather fan base sitting in front of us, so we can bet it's going to be loud on our end, and rightfully so for this type of matchup. This is a date and a game that both of these teams have had circled, I'm sure, at some point, either preseason or as this game has gotten closer to find out just where you stand. The Greenbacks have never gotten over the hump that is Hesston. I went back through the record book and looked, best that I could find. I don't believe that Coach Batten has ever beaten Hesston in his 10-year tenure at
he has not
at the head coach for the Swather. So 0-7, I believe, against the Swathers is Coach Batten in his career, and that says a lot. Coach Batten has won a lot of games.
And he's had a lot of good teams,
and had a lot of good teams.
Speaks volumes on how good the Hesston Swathers really are.
It was. This was a matchup last year, kind of the same scenario. Two great teams. Now, their records weren't quite as good when they met each other, but still, they were ranked in both of their respected classifications. It was Hesston coming to Pratt to play that ball game last year, and Hesston got the better of the Greenbacks, 47-35 in that ball game, and that was the only game all season long where the Greenbacks were held scoreless in a quarter. Coming out of halftime, it was a pretty close game, and then the Swathers somehow managed to hold the Greenbacks scoreless in that third quarter at Pratt last year and would go on to win that ball game by 12, and just a performance that is very uncharacteristic of the Greenbacks.
Yeah, we touched base on it a little bit last week. One thing that I really see the difference between this year's squad and last year's squad is last year everything felt like it ran through Arlie Morrell. This year I feel like your supporting cast has grown and gotten way better and way more confident and can score as well.
And I think a big key this year too, Coach Batten briefly touched on it when we had him there for halftime, talking about that CKL title, the expectations, the pregame talk, and he's made a comment about this being a very mature team. And that's something that's different from last year. It just goes with another year of maturity. This year knows what they've got to do. They've got their eye on a prize. They have expectations and goals, and the maturity that this Greenback team now has after going through some of those trials and tribulations of last season and the collegiate loss this season. They're set to come in here and pull off a win and get Coach Batten his first victory against Hesston.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Like, this is one of the games that I've had circled on my list throughout the whole year. It's one of those that you love to play this game, and I like to play it this time of the season. You're kind of getting closer to the end of the regular season, getting close to the playoffs. This really tests you on, hey, what are we made of? Where are we at still? Do we have to work on this, that, whatnot? But this is a perfect timing for this game.
This is one of those games, too. Talking with people around the community all this week, they've said, who do you like? Do you think we can do it? We were out at the golf course on Sunday.
We don't say that we were golfing.
Talking with some of the old timers out there. That was the first thing they wanted to know was, hey, how do you like our chances against Hesston this week? It's just got that buzz around the community. You can look across the way. There's people in the stands here that don't have a kid playing, but they said, I'm going to make the road trip an hour and a half on a Tuesday night because this is a matchup that I want to see in person. And so all the hype has been built. It's all been set. And now we've got about 4 minutes before tip-off to see how it's going to play out.
Yeah, it has a lot of that Cheney feel to me tonight. You know, every time we play Cheney, there's that kind of that hype around it. And I'm really feeling the same type of energy night here at Hesston.
A lot to live up to, and I don't think it is going to let anybody down. Stick around. We got about 3.5 minutes before opening tip-off and starting lineups. We'll have more of the Doug Gray Chevrolet pregame show when we return here on Thunder Country.
Mead Lumber in Pratt is looking better than ever. Stop by and see our brand new renovations with the same friendly faces you know and trust. Whether you're tackling a big project or just need supplies for the weekend, Mead Lumber has you covered with quality products and expert service. We're proud to be a part of this community and even more proud to support the hardworking athletes of Pratt High School. Mead Lumber, building relationships, building Pratt.
To keep your equipment running, count on BTI for bulk oil delivered directly to your farm. Now BTI delivers 3 times the product, and it's quicker than ever. Our trucks travel up to 150 miles from any of our 6 stores, delivering premium oil, hydraulic fluid, and DEF, up to 1,500 gallons in just 30 minutes. It's another way to save you time and money. Call any of our 6 BTI locations or visit btioil.com. BTI, our family in partnership with your family.
Welcome back to the Doug Gray Chevrolet pregame show here on Thunder Country as we all get you set for tip-off about 2.5 minutes away. And this is a game doesn't need much hyping up as it'll do itself. These two teams, 16-1, the Greenbacks, 17-1, the Swathers, and it is going to be a matchup, a full house here in Hesston, Kansas. The Greenbacks traveling on the road. Both games this week, road games for the Greenbacks. A couple wins last week at home. now coming on the road to try to do it. In that ball game Friday night against Nickerson, it was Strong who led the way with 18 points, Morrell 16, and season highs for both Laura and Liggett. Laura finished with 13 in that ball game, Liggett with 12, both season highs for those two. And this is going to be the type of ball game where you're going to need those complementary players to have those type of ball games, whether it be DeMuth or Laura or Liggett, Titus. Those guys are all capable of it, where the focus of the defense you know is going to be on Morrell and Strong. So who can step up outside of those two and create that offense and spread that defense back out?
Yeah, you're right. Everybody that you name there is very capable of doing it. It's just whether who has the hot hand tonight, who's feeling it, who's getting the looks. So every time you have an opportunity, you just got to capitalize on it.
And this Swather team, we mentioned state title last year, went 24-2 to win that state title. They're 4th in 5 years. Now, they did graduate standout players in Reed Friesen and Asher Dusendorf. So 2 all-state players not on this Swather team, but it is a factory here in Hesston where they just keep coming through the ranks, and you can expect some good players on the court tonight for this Swather team.
You're really going to have to keep an eye out on Unruh and Bartell tonight. There's going to be 2 of your players, kind of like Armstrong and Morrell, that you're really going to have to pay attention to and know where they're out on the court at all times.
And again, no shot clock in this gym against the Swathers, so that game last year was slowed down a little bit and played at the pace that the Swathers would like to play it at. Can the Greenbacks force the Swathers into their style of play here on their home court? That's going to be the test as we bring you starting lineups now. Start with the Swathers of Hesston. Number 2, a 6'3" junior, Kason Landis. Number 4, a 5'11" junior, Gavin Larson. Number 11, 6'3" senior, Ty Unruh. Number 22, a 5'9" senior, Daniel Lambreris. And number 34, 6'6" junior, Drew Bartell. The Swathers led by head coach Garrett Roth, assisted by Gavin Schumann and Ty Schroeder. And for your Pratt High Greenbacks, number 0, 5'10" junior, Hudson Titus. Number 4, 5'11" junior, Kyler Barker. Number 5, 6' sophomore, Cade Liggett. And number 20, 6'6" senior, Arlie Morrell. Number 33, 6'2" junior, Caleb Strong. The Greenbacks led by head coach Chris Batten, assisted by Tyler Strong and Parker Titus. Those are your starting lineups for the night, and we are moments away from opening tip-off as both teams having a final word with their respective coaches. This Swather crowd getting on their feet. We'll see how long they stay on their feet. It's going to be the Greenbacks' job to come out and try to silence them down.
Yeah, this does feel like one of those games where the crowd can play a factor in it. Like we were talking earlier, Friday at the Frog Dome, that's a huge home court advantage for us. And now you're getting into a hostile environment here in Hesston.
Getting a little bit of taste of somebody else's medicine coming into one of these old gyms. A lot of brick walls, the student section lively, the band across the way. You could not ask for anything better here on a Tuesday night. Set for tip-off now. It'll be Arlie Morrell tipping off against Bartell at center court. And ball in the air. We are underway. Morrell comes away with the tip. Greenbacks working right to left on your radio dial. Titus leading the Greenback charge. Strong trying to get hot early. Passes on the 3. Going to dribble, drive in. Splits the paint for 2.
Does a very good job of Strong just elevating, getting up high to where he can lay it in.
Swathers now their first possession of the ball game. Unruh takes the same type of shot Strong did, doesn't get it to fall. Bartell fighting for the rebound, pulls it down, able to lay it in left-handed. Answers the bucket from the Greenbacks, tied up at 2 apiece. Strong back the other way. Good patience off the rim. Strong, a strong start. Has the Greenbacks back on top, 4-2. Barker out defending. Swathers get rid of it. Landis sets the screen, puts it in the hands of Lambreris. Strong out to pick him up. Trying to go right side. Strong well defended. Lambreris needs some help. Bartell out on the perimeter calling for it. Liggett nearly comes away with the steal as they look for Landis, top of the key. Titus gets a hand in there. Swathers keep it back. Good defense, tipped around Lambreris on the backside. Barker and Titus chasing it down. Saved through the legs of Strong. It'll stay with the Swathers.
Man, body's hitting the floor early.
And you can expect that with a Greenback team. Swathers to inbounds. Unruh on the baseline, goes up high to Bartell, catches it on the left elbow, trying to back down Morrell, not given any space, has to get rid of it. Larson splitting through the floater, back of the rim. Morrell pulls down the board for the Greenbacks. Good defensive set for the Greenbacks that time. And Morrell takes it in, bit out of control, no whistle, bodies hit the floor, and Morrell lays it in at the rim. Larson into Bartell at the free throw line on the backside, cut, got behind the Greenback defense. Unruh lays it in.
Unruh did a good job there of using his body to seal that off against Titus.
Yep, snuck behind Titus and Barker, and a good look from Bartell. Good vision at the top of the key. Barker slips at the top and goes down, pointing to a spot on the court. Costly turnover there for the Greenbacks. Unruh bringing the ball up the court. Titus in the back court defending. Swings it to Larson. Barker picks him up at the logo. Back to Larson left side. Bartell comes out and gets it. Pulls Morrell out there with him and stepped on the line, looking for Unruh down low, but threw him out of bounds. Tried to chase it down, couldn't do it. And the first check-in of the night, Eli Haug will check into the ball game for the Swathers. Swathers with full court pressure. Back off it a little bit just to man pressure. Titus, plenty capable of bringing that ball up the court. Finds Strong left side. Swathers collapse quickly on Morrell. Morrell in the corner, loves that baseline on the left side. Takes it, kicks it out to Barker. Barker, dribble drive in, high floater. Doesn't hit anything and falls into the hands of Landis. Back the other way, Larson working on Morrell after the switch. Morrell now picks up Bartell, dump down low, bucket good. Landis snuck behind the defense and gives the Swathers their first lead of the ball game. Ties it up. 6-6, 4:54 to play here. Strong, little flick into Morrell, gets it back. Swings it right side. Titus gonna try a three right wing. Front of the rim, Morrell there. Push from behind, no whistle. Morrell looking for it. It's Bartell that comes down with the board. Letting them play a little bit down low.
So far, they're letting them play.
Greenback's gonna have to know that, adapt accordingly. Liggett on the perimeter, and there's the whistle. First foul of the night will go against Cade Liggett as DeMuth and Laura check into the ball game. Barker and Liggett getting a breather. All tied up here, 4:26 to play in the opener. 6 apiece. Humphreys into the ball game. Larson, nice bounce pass down to Bartell. Morrell goes up, blocks it, sends it out of bounds.
Yeah, DeMuth did a really good job there of coming over to stop that possession from him getting all the way to the rim for Bartell, and Morrell just did a fantastic job getting back and getting a block.
Larson on the baseline, inbounds goes high to Bartell. Bartell, couple dribbles, backs down Morrell, runs into the double team of DeMuth. Gonna have to spin with the jumper. Laura goes up and gets it for the Greenbacks. Trying to push the pace. Now slows it down, swings it to Morrell left side. Hands it off to Strong. Strong will take it. Baseline kick out, Titus top of the key. Work it right side now. See if they can open up something on the backside of that defense with the skip pass to Titus, and it does. Titus into the lane. High off the glass.
Man, what a heads-up play by Titus. That two defenders went one direction and he went the other.
That skip pass able to catch the defense off guard, and Titus took advantage of it before they could recover. Almost comes away with the steal on the other end. Now working against Titus. Titus wanting an arm to the face, not going to get it. They're going to say against Titus.
Foul charge to Pratt's Hudson Titus. His first personal.
Another substitution for Coach Roth as Unruh checks back into the ball game. Strong will come out for the Greenbacks. Barker checks back in. Bartell tipped away from Titus. Swathers keep it alive. Left side. Now comes out to Schrog. Schrog dumped down Bartell. Has DeMuth on his backside now. Kick out 3-point shot on the way from Humphreys. Knocks it down. Puts the Swathers on top, 9-8, and a 30-second timeout. This one going to come from Coach Roth of the Swathers. 3:07 to play here in the first. First lead of the night for the Swathers on top, 9-8 after that 3-point bucket from Humphreys.
Yeah, you can tell this Hesston Swathers team is a very well-coached, disciplined team. They're always kind of looking for that extra pass, and they've already got us a couple times with the slip on the backside. That's something that the Greenbacks are really going to have to adjust to and keep an eye on.
So far, 5 minutes into this ball game, it's a fast-paced, well-played game. Both these teams are very well coached. Execute the way you're supposed to execute. Officials letting them play a little bit down low in the paint. Bartell and Morrell, it's a good matchup so far to this point. So far, the game we expected.
Yeah, living up to the hype.
It was Coach Roth who wanted the 30-second timeout. Now coming out of it, they show full court pressure. This time a little more than the man pressure. Morrell's got to come all the way into the backcourt to help with it.
Has numbers.
Keep it himself, trying to back down Humphreys. Kick out Titus, the extra pass to Lara. Dribble drive in, Barker now. Now they slow it down. Morrell takes that baseline. There's that extra pass. Barker gonna reset. No shot clock again in this gym, so the Greenbacks can play at their pace. Right side, Lara, the pump fake. Skip pass, Morrell steps out, he'll try the three. Nearly knocks it down, in and out. Rebound pulled down by Unruh. Unruh now up ahead, runs into Lara, and a blocking foul against Lara.
Man, I thought that one could have went either way.
Didn't quite have his feet set, but the contact was well initiated by Unruh. Lara will pick up his first. They're going to say on the shot. Unruh at the free throw line, can't hit the first. Strong checking back into the ball game for the Greenbacks. Titus will get himself a breather. Second shot, that one doesn't go as well, and ball traveled by the Swathers. Didn't catch who came down with that. Looked like it was Cason Landis. Came down on the body of Barker, and then the fall caused the travel. Once again, the Greenbacks go to Morrell to break the full court pressure. Morrell dribbling by Bartell. Now it's DeMuth. Morrell trying to set up down low. Hasn't been able to take advantage of it, and the Swathers come away with the inbound, or with the entry pass. Unruh on the steal again, keep it himself. Tough move, takes it to the rim. Unruh getting by Lara, a tough thing to do, and Unruh able to do it that time for 2 points. Has the Swathers on top by 3, 8-11. Barker nearly slipped again, top of the key. Feeds Morrell, he'll try to answer with a fadeaway jumper. Bartell pulls down the board. Swathers gonna slow it down. 1:45 to play here in the first.
So far, the Hesston Swathers have been really aggressive on the boards on both sides. That's something that the Greenbacks are usually the better team at. Right now, I believe we're getting out rebound.
Well, Bartell matches up well against Morrell with his 6'6" frame. Strong trying to pull down a board, and a whistle gonna come. See who they get that on.
They got Bartell on that one. It'll be his first personal.
Bartell does pick up his first. Titus and Liggett going to check into the ball game. Strong trying to get it in to break that full court pressure. He does, gets it right back. Now puts it in the hands of Titus.
With Bartell out of the game right now, I look for the Greenbacks to really try to get it down low to Morrell.
Morrell should have the advantage. They do. They feed it down, but tipped away. The Swathers come away with it. Had the backside help, and now up front run and jump stop at the rim, and the finish. Daxon Deering
makes it a 13-8 game with 1:05 left in the first quarter.
Strong in the corner. The Greenbacks trying to find him, but the hustle play.
I feel the energy on the Hesston Swathers side right now.
Greenbacks need to put together a little bit of a run. The Swathers on a 7-0 run. Here in this first quarter, Greenbacks trying to answer. Strong to inbounds on the far baseline. Comes into Barker. And a whistle down low. Some defense on the interior, fighting for position.
Foul charging Hesston, Jarek Humphreys.
We get Jarek Humphreys for his second team foul for the Swathers.
Didn't quite see what happened there, Cody. It was off ball.
Him and Morrell kind of jogging for position down there. Titus on that left side. Morrell still really trying to fight for position. Titus splits the defense, doesn't get the floater to fall in off the glass. Boy, that's one Titus usually knocks down. Lumbreras back on the other side. Kick out Larson. Shot from the elbow, good. The run continues for the Swathers. A 9-0 run now for the Swathers. 35 seconds to play here in the first. Titus splitting that defense again. This time finds Morrell, goes up. A lot of contact, no whistle. Morrell finishes. 15 showing on the clock. Larson working against Strong right side. Strong not giving him any room. Fights through the screen. Larson kicks it to Lumbreras in the far corner. Double team Titus with the tie-up and the jump ball. And will stay with the Swathers. They'll have to reset out of bounds with 7 seconds on the clock. Bartel and Unruh going to check in for this final 7 seconds in the last possession. Go up high to Larson. Under 5, Larson takes the three-point shot off the front of the rim. Morrell doesn't get the shot off. Nearly banks it in, but after 1 quarter of play, it's the Swathers on top, 15-10. Your score. Stick around, more Greenback basketball here on Thunder Country when we return.
Mead Lumber in Pratt is looking better than ever. Stop by and see our brand new renovations with the same friendly faces you know and trust. Whether you're tackling a big project or just need supplies for the weekend, Mead Lumber has you covered with quality products and expert service. We're proud to be a part of this community and even more proud to support the hardworking athletes of Pratt High School. Mead Lumber, building relationships, building Pratt.
To keep your equipment running, count on BTI for bulk oil delivered directly to your farm. Now BTI delivers 3 times the product, and it's quicker than ever. Our trucks travel up to 150 miles from any of our 6 stores, delivering premium oil, hydraulic fluid, and DEF, up to 1,500 gallons in just 30 minutes. It's another way to save you time and money. Call any of our 6 BTI locations or visit btioil.com. BTI, our family in partnership with your family.
Welcome back, second quarter action. It's the Swathers who lead after 1, 15-10. Your score. We had a big 9-0 run midway through that second quarter, and Greenbacks trying the entry pass to DeMuth, tipped from behind, keep trying to fight for it, tie it up, and they do. Jump ball going to go to the Swathers, though, with the Greenbacks getting the ball to start that second quarter.
Yeah, that's just a tough pass for a big to catch when it's kind of at your ankles, and you had to go way down to try to get it.
Swathers get the ball back. Schrag bringing the ball up the court. Defended by Lara, puts it in the hands of Haug. Now comes near side. Unruh gets rid of it. Reset up top to Landis. Unruh trying to jump stop, and the whistle and bucket, good.
Yeah, good finish. DeMuth was right there.
They do get Landon DeMuth his first foul, and Unruh going to go to the free throw line for the and one. Got it to fall.
Makes it an 18-10 game here at the start of the second quarter.
Lara gets it to Morrell. Gets it back left side. Skip pass to DeMuth on the baseline. Morrell flashing but not able to find him. Lara the skip pass to DeMuth, right side. Strong going to reset up top. Strong trying to penetrate that defense, draws the defense in a little bit, but the Greenbacks still work the ball around the perimeter. DeMuth, Strong on the cut, tries the floater off the glass, doesn't go. Boy, the Greenbacks having a tough time getting shots to fall around the rim tonight. Strong with the defense, trying to come away with it, and now the foul comes. trying to create that steal against Unruh in the backcourt.
Man, I kind of thought that could have went either way. Unruh kind of threw a little elbow off.
It got loose there for a little bit, and then when they were both fighting for it, I agree, it looked like it could have gone either way. Unruh going to check out of the ball game after Strong picks up his first. Second
so
team
far,
foul.
they're really letting them play.
Larson now bringing the ball across half court for the Swathers. Dump down Landis and travel down low. Greenbacks need to put a run together of their own. Inbounds to Titus. The Swathers on a 12-2 run right now in this ball game. Strong back to Titus. Morrell again trying to create some positioning down low on that low block. Going back to Titus, hot pass. Titus able to somehow handle it. Has DeMuth backside. DeMuth drops it in. Good look from Hudson Titus. Boy, I thought that ball was going to get away from Titus down low when it was at his feet.
There's a lot of traffic to try to catch that ball, but Titus did a great job of controlling it.
Schrog dribble drive in, kicks out, and goes to Larson far side. Going to come back out and get it on the perimeter. Now Landis right side working against DeMuth. Swather team really working the perimeter. Dump down to Bartell and lays it in. Laura, kick out. DeMuth thought about the three, the pump fake. Swings it back top of the key, Titus. He'll pass on the three. Greenback's not real eager to take the three-point shot tonight. We saw Strong take one earlier, but Titus, a great three-point shooter, passed on a few, dumps it down to Morrell, gets his own rebound, goes back up in traffic, and he'll go to the line, but not for the and one. Two good looks for Arlie Morrell and couldn't finish either.
The Swathers are fronting Morrell the entire time. So when that ball reverses, he's really got to fight for position. He's kind of letting them get in front of him. I'd really like to see him get more aggressive and get in front of that defender so he has better positioning to catch that ball in the low block.
Morrell knocks the first down. That foul went against Cason Landis. Makes it a 20-13 ball game. Second free throw on the way for Morrell. Front of the rim, doesn't get the roll. Liggett there for the rebound. Put back good. Cade Liggett using his strength for two.
Big rebound.
See if that energizes this Greenback defense a little bit. Lara running alongside Larson, has to get rid of it to Lumbreras. Comes back and gets it in the corner, trying to take Lara to the baseline, dumps it down in the paint. Lumbreras top of the key, swings it left side. Three-point shot on the way, too strong. Falls into the hands of a Swather. The bounce is just going the Swathers' way around the boards at this point. Entry pass down low, Landis tied up, and Lara comes away with the steal. Will he get out and run? 3-on-3. Kick out Strong, gonna try a three. Too strong, he knew it, chased it down. Liggett with the backside rebound, goes up and over Humphreys to keep it alive for the Greenbacks. Strong right side, tries another three. Back iron, Morrell fighting for the rebound this time. Liggett keeps it alive. Two good looks for Strong, and the Greenbacks still fighting here on the offense. Gonna take it, that one falls short, and this time the rebounds can't pull it down. Boy, three good looks for Strong on that possession, and a dump down on the backside. Landis for two. Puts the Swathers back on top by 7, 22-15. 4 minutes to play here in the second. Strong corner three, knocked it down. Just needed to see one drop. Now
Shooter's
see what happens
shoot.
from there. 22-18, Swathers lead it. Lumbreras gonna slow it down, top of the key, picked up by Lara. Working into the paint, off his foot. Swathers come away with it. Front of the rim, Morrell pulls that board down for the Greenbacks. Into the corner, Barker. Back to Laura. Laura to Strong. Strong gonna try another one. Knocks it down! Caleb Strong makes this a 1-point ball game on back-to-back three-point buckets. Lumbreras up to Larson, top of the key. Landis gonna come and get it. Set up an offensive set. Swing it top side, Humphreys. Laura goes out to defend, now Deering. Liggett got a hand on it, can he wrestle it away? Laura, Barker into the hands of Liggett.
Good defense by Liggett.
How hot is the hand of Caleb Strong? Thought about it, now picked up. Kick out to Laura, swings it to Morrell. Morrell works that spin move, picks the dribble up, out to Laura. Laura, the skip pass, Strong backside, good entry pass to Liggett on the bounce pass. Liggett, contact, and one! Liggett will go to the free throw line and gives the Greenbacks back their first lead.
Cade Liggett has been the spark that we've been looking for here in the second quarter, really fighting for rebounds, defensive side, and right there, great entry pass from Caleb Strong.
And he forced that turnover on the defensive end that put the ball back in the hands of the Greenbacks. So Cade Liggett at the free throw line here for the and one to put the Greenbacks on top by 2. Back of the rim doesn't go. Swathers pull down the board, slow it down with 2:25 to play here in the second quarter. Unruh bringing the ball up the court. Bounce pass down low. Humphreys backing down Liggett. Nothing there, gets rid of it. Resets to Unruh. Good defense. Liggett nearly comes away with the steal again on Humphreys. He's got to get rid of it.
We'll have to watch the backside help on Barcel. He's really fighting for that positioning.
Trying to break down that Greenback defense. The extra pass opens up the three-point look. Doesn't go. DeMuth with the board. Great defensive set for the Greenbacks. Swathers had to settle for a 3 after the lengthy possession. The Greenbacks now, Caleb Strong across half court. Working off the screen from DeMuth. Morrell out of the ball game right now. Barker going to dribble drive in. Hands it down to Liggett. Goes back to Strong. Titus right side. Titus looking for DeMuth, not there. Pump fake gets the defender in the air. Tough shot. Barker hits the court. Gets his hands back on it. And a jump ball that'll stay with the Greenbacks.
Checking your lineup for the Swathers, Gavin Larson. And for the Greenbacks, Arlie Morrell.
You can tell both of these teams really want this game. This is a high intensity, very physical, just back and forth dogfight right now.
Greenbacks leading scorer and Caleb Strong with 10 points will check out of this ball game as Morrell comes in. And Morrell trying to get some space against Bartel, and he'll get called for the whistle before the ball's even put into play.
Pick up his second personal. Has to come right back out after just being in.
Now do the Greenbacks take advantage of it. Go up high to Morrell, and a travel. Boy, Morrell was trying to create some space. I thought the whistle might have been on the elbow.
Yeah.
Trying to attack the inside with Bartel out of this ball game. 1:15 to play here in the second. Unruh steps through, jumper in the paint, tough shot. Morrell there to clean it up on the boards. Morrell top of the key, hands it to DeMuth. Morrell now trying to set up, gets it a little farther out than he'd like. Tough fadeaway jumper, too strong, sails it over the back into the hands of Humphreys. Unruh on the other end, and a blocking foul going to go against Titus.
Be the third team foul.
Second personal foul on Titus.
Axel Larry into the lineup for the Greenbacks.
Be Larson to inbounds. The Greenbacks keep this defense alive. Goes up top to Landis. Humphreys comes out to get it. Three-point shot on the way. Larson left open, knocks it down. Too much separation there, and Larson took advantage of it. Puts the Swathers back on top by 2. 32 seconds to play here. DeMuth kick out to Lara. Lara trying to dump it right back to him. Tough shot for DeMuth, and it goes backside too strong. Humphreys another defensive board, and now the Swathers can play for the final shot of the half. 15 seconds on the clock. Into the backcourt, and it's Greenback ball. Went off the foot of Haug.
Caused by Carlita Laura, just being in the right spot with active hands and not giving up on the play.
So it'll be the Greenbacks to play for the last shot, and they put their scorer back into the ballgame in Caleb Strong.
This is just a big possession right here, being down 2 with 14 seconds left, trying to carry that momentum into halftime. Just to tie it up would be a really good momentum swing for the Greenbacks.
Greenbacks should be able to run a set play out of this. Bartell not in the ball game, so Morrell with the advantage down low in the paint. If the Greenbacks can take advantage of it. Barker puts it in the hands of Strong. DeMuth comes out from the wing, backside to Strong. Gonna take the three at the buzzer. Too short. Swathers may have a chance to get a shot off, and they do not. Go to the halftime mark, 25-23. The Swathers lead this ball game by 2, but that first half was everything we thought it would be. Stick around for the Uptown Cafe Club DS halftime show here on Thunder Country.
For your fine dining experience, be sure to stop at Club DS in downtown Pratt. Western Kansas's premier steakhouse for over 50 years. They'll serve you the best with their friendly, attentive staff and home-cooked meal you desire. Also offering a full range of entertainment with live music and karaoke weekend nights. So come.
This is Chris with Car Auction Real Estate. We've been proudly moving assets since 1965 with locations in Pratt and Larned service.
To stand out, we stand strong on our principles of integrity, transparency, and reputation in our industry.
Whether it be buying, selling, auction, or appraisal needs, look us up online at carauction.com. Good luck and go.
Escape into your ultimate outdoor getaway with the help of Uni Landscapes, your local full-service landscape design and construction company specializing in landscapes, hardscapes, patios, sprinkler systems, water features, and snow removal services. They create your dream space by incorporating design elements unique to you and your family. Uni Landscapes serves Pratt and the surrounding area and is open Monday through Friday. Call 620-672-3301 to transform your outdoor space today.
Need proof that Pratt has something for you? Living in Pratt is second to none with a fitness center, added new wings on an already impressive regional medical center, even an art museum. Pratt has dynamic downtown shopping, hunting and fishing, and over 200 acres for outdoor lovers. Pratt is a great place to work and family with beautiful older homes and new developments. Progressive, proud, and visionary. Proof that Pratt has something for you.
Welcome back to the Uptown Cafe Club DS halftime show here on Thunder Country. What a ball game, 25-23 at the halftime mark. It's the Swathers, though, who are on top. They had that big run to close out the first quarter into the second, where they went on a 12-2 run before the Greenbacks finally able to kind of get their feet back underneath them and start getting some shots to drop. But this has been the type of game we expected. A fast-paced, high-intensity, well-played, well-coached, well-defended, just good basketball.
It has been. It's been a joy to watch this first half. We know we are down by 2 here, but everything that was happening in the first half is definitely fixable. This is a very good Hesston Swathers team, but, we have a very good squad ourselves here, and I look for some adjustments to be made and really come out. You really got to give props to, our defense here. As good as this team is, they're good shooters, good basketball, high IQ. Our defense has still caused them a lot of problems tonight.
Yeah, and if I had to break down that first half or guess, I feel like we missed more high percentage shots than what Hesston did. So if those shots start falling in the second half, I feel like the Greenbacks can take the lead back in this ballgame. We had a handful of shots around the rim, just didn't go. You see those shots usually fall for the Greenbacks. They didn't in that first half, where most of the missed opportunities on the Swathers side. I'll say that again. I don't think they had as many opportunities. We defended better when they had the ball, where when they got points, it was hard work. There wasn't a lot of possessions that they came away from and thought, oh, we missed a bunny around the rim, where on the Greenback side, I felt like there was 3 or 4 possessions that should have been points that usually are points.
Yeah, not just, the physicality of this game. That's one thing that's really stood out to me in this first half. These refs are letting them play, especially down low. You got to be prepared for that. Whenever you get the ball down there, you know you're going to have some arms flailing on you somewhere, and you just got to go up with that mindset of, I'm going to get hit. I just got to be strong.
They're calling it tighter around the perimeter, I would say, than down in the paint. In the paint, we've seen some bodies on the floor and some contact, and they're letting them play through it. On the perimeter, they're backing them off a little bit to where a little more space is needed, but the Greenback defense has done a good job forced some turnovers, turned those into transition, made it tough. The Swathers have been able to take advantage a few times, able to break it down with a lengthy possession where they really work that ball around the perimeter and open up that backside.
That's right. They've had a couple times there where they just made that one extra pass to that streaking guy on the backside that we lost and had a couple easy buckets underneath the rim.
Overall, it's been a great first half, though. We knew coming into this ball game it was going to be two teams that execute basketball at a very high level, and that's how I would describe that first half, was two teams going at it, playing basketball the way it should be played. And when you look at it, you got a 2-point ball game. Not much more you can hope for in a first half of two one-loss teams.
And I'm expecting the same exact thing in the second half here. This third quarter is going to be a pivotal point in this game right now.
And I feel like adjustments can favor the Greenbacks. I feel like after that first half of play, there are adjustments to be made that the Greenbacks can take advantage of more so than what the Swathers can do to the Greenbacks. Just the way that played out, it looked like the way we played it and defended it, you couldn't do much more if you were
exactly.
the Swathers.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
On our offensive side of the ball, it looked like there were some opportunities that if you had a chance to talk about them during a halftime break, coming out this second half, you could exploit some things a little more in this second half if you're Coach Batten than I feel like you could if you're Coach Roth on the Swathers side of things. Now, having said all that, it's the Swathers with the 2-point lead.
That's right, but I really liked how in the first half there, especially at the start of the game, Caleb Strong did a couple right out of the gate, just a couple hard drives in the middle, laid it up high off the glass, made the shots, they looked good. And there for a while, we kind of got a little stagnant maybe.
That's when they went on that 12-2 run.
Quite being as aggressive trying to get to the middle.
And then Strong, then you saw him get hot in that second quarter from beyond the arc, knock down 2 3-point buckets. He's got 10 in the first half, put the Greenbacks back on top, and then Liggett doing what Liggett does, just using his power, pulled down some big backside rebounds, had the and-one opportunity, fighting through contact. He does such a good job.
He's doing a lot of the little things right now.
Had a great first half. So the Greenbacks, they trail by 2. We got more of the Uptown Cafe Club DS halftime show when we return here on Thunder Country.
Escape into your ultimate outdoor getaway with the help of Uni Landscapes, your local full-service landscape design and construction company specializing in landscapes, hardscapes, patios, sprinkler systems, water features, and snow removal services. They create your dream space by incorporating design elements unique to you and your family. Uni Landscapes serves Pratt and the surrounding area and is open Monday through Friday. Call 620-672-3301 to transform your outdoor space today.
Need proof that Pratt has something for you? Living in Pratt is second to none with a fitness center, added new wings on an already impressive regional medical center, even an art museum. Pratt has dynamic downtown shopping, lots of hunting and fishing, and over 200 acres for outdoor lovers. Pratt is a great place to work and raise a family with beautiful older homes and new developments. Progressive, proud, and visionary. Proof that Pratt has something for you.
Looking for a dealership you can trust? Doug Ray Chevrolet in Pratt is your hometown destination for quality vehicles and exceptional service. From brand new Chevrolets to dependable, pre-owned options, you'll find the perfect fit for your lifestyle and budget. Their friendly, knowledgeable team makes buying easy, and their service department keeps you running strong long after the sale. When you want honesty, value, and a better way to buy, choose Doug Ray Chevrolet in Pratt. Experience the difference today.
When it comes to your health, trust Grace Clinic and Urgent Care in Pratt, conveniently located at 920 East 1st Street. Grace Clinic proudly serves Pratt and the surrounding area. Family nurse practitioner McKaylee Kirby provides primary care, urgent care, and sports physicals, and is accepting new patients and walk-ins. Open Monday through Friday, except Tuesdays, from 8:30 to 6, and Saturdays, 9 to noon. Call 620-388-3086 today. That's Grace Clinic and Urgent Care, caring for your family close to home.
the basketball court, a good offense is the best defense. You can count on me, Jamie Roach, your Farm Bureau agent, to be your family's point guard and defend you against whatever life throws your way. I am there to handle all your auto, home, life, and business insurance needs. Don't wait for the worst to happen when it comes to your insurance. Talk to me, Jamie Roach, today and see how I can help protect what matters most.
Farm Bureau Property and Casualty Insurance Company, Western Agricultural Insurance Company.
Clear, comfortable vision is one of life's greatest blessings. At Maydew Tebow Optometry, Doctors Troy Maydew, Seth Tebow, and Andrew Piester are committed to helping you maintain healthy eyes and clear vision. Prevention and early intervention are the keys to your eyes, providing that clear and comfortable vision your entire life. Regular comprehensive eye examinations are essential in identifying conditions that can damage your sight. Call us at Maydew Tebow Optometry for an appointment today or visit us at maydewtebow.com.
Welcome back to the Uptown Cafe Club BS halftime show. Second half action underway. 25-23 your score as we start this second half. It'll be Greenback ball going left to right. Liggett trying to feed Morrell down low, taking advantage of that mismatch, but the Swathers do a good job double teaming it, and they come away with the board. A tough shot for Arlie Morrell. Swathers now trying to answer on the other end. Working it around the perimeter. Left side. Three-point look, not there. Larson, dribble drive in. Bartell on the perimeter. Haven't seen him around the perimeter much tonight. Gives it back, Larson. Unruh, been a scorer for this Swather team. Greenbacks defending well his possession. Lumbreras goes back to Larson. Larson, nice dump down pass on the backside, and that's that extra pass, a long possession.
Yep, we've seen it about 3 times now.
Able to find that breakdown in the defense after holding the ball for so long. Greenbacks trying to answer. They trail it 27-23 after that bucket from the Swathers. Feed Morrell down low, goes up off the board. Too strong, can't get his own board. Pass sails out of bounds. Greenbacks catch a break there.
Just every time Morrell gets the ball in the paint, he is being double teamed. One thing you just got to look for, I know he's wanting to score, but that means somebody's open.
Titus bringing the ball up the court for the Greenbacks, goes back to Liggett. Strong gets it back left side. He had that hot hand in the second quarter, dumps it down to Morrell. Morrell creates some separation, goes up strong.
Well, he went up high to get that one too, didn't he?
Dangerous pass, but Morrell, the only player to go up and get it. Just lifts off the court. Lumbreras now on the other end. See if they can break down this Greenback defense again. Bartell spins, lowers the shoulder, creates the space, and finishes. Again, letting them play down low. And a missed shot. Morrell, though, gets a putback and around the rim, and one. Arlie Morrell got it back after it looked like the Swathers were going to come away with it, and now an and one opportunity for Morrell.
It's a great job by Morrell right there, not giving up on that play. The shot was blocked and in the hands of the Swathers, and he just reached in there and ripped it away. As he goes to the line to try to convert this and one.
Be big for the Greenbacks here, make it a one-point ball game if he can connect on this free throw, and he does. Morrell makes it a 28-29 ball game.
Puts him at 10 on the evening.
Unruh trying to create some space. Titus gets his hands on it, into the hands of Strong. Strong going to slow it down, not push it here. Walk it up the court. Greenbacks with a chance to take the lead on this possession. Titus, a deep three, knocks it down! Hudson Titus puts the Greenbacks on top by 2.
Great two-man game there between Morrell and Titus.
Now it's the Swathers trying to answer on the other end. Schrog Baseline dribble drive, gets behind the defense, maybe a hand on it, but no whistle. Lara fighting for the loose ball, has some players up front. Does he see him? Strong left side, finishes! And a timeout coming. Coach Roth not happy with no whistle on that last possession on the defensive side.
It's been that way all game.
A 30-second timeout to try to slow down this Greenback team, who is now on an 8-0 run. They lead at 33-29, and the Greenbacks
this is the start of the third quarter that the Greenbacks needed.
Needed to come out of that halftime mark with some urgency, some efficiency.
Set the tone.
Set this tone, quiet this crowd down a little bit. So far, they've done a good job the first 3.5 minutes into this third quarter. It'll be Swather ball coming out of the timeout. 30-second timeout.
Morrell going to the bench to get a quick breather as he's been fighting this whole 4 minutes of this third quarter.
He's had 5 of the Greenbacks points this third quarter coming out of halftime. Unruh walking the ball up the court for the Swathers. And throws it in, and a quick whistle.
But they got Liggett on that. He came in on the backside trying to poke it out and got a little more arm than ball.
Second personal foul on Liggett. Swathers to inbound on the baseline. Looking for Unruh, not there. Into the high court. DeMuth tips it away. Lara pulls it down, still trying to stay with it. He does. Dangerous pass on the backside to DeMuth, and Strong just going to let that one go out of bounds. So the Greenbacks will get it back.
Harley Morrell and Kyler Barker back in line for the Greenbacks.
Morrell, not much of a breather, getting right back in the ball game.
Hey, when you got your workhorse on the bench, you kind of want him out there on the floor.
Swathers with the full court pressure now. Greenbacks get it into Lara, back to DeMuth. He'll work it up left side. Morrell on the perimeter, taking Bartel baseline. Tough shot, rattles out. DeMuth cleans it up, can't go. Morrell, third chance, got it!
Greenback basket by Harley Morrell.
There's that offensive rebound.
Yeah, great job by DeMuth for extending that play.
On the other end, Larson now. Greenback defense fired up. The bench, you can hear it chanting for that strike. Bartel on the perimeter. Humphreys left side. Lara trying to swipe it away. Forces him to get rid of it. Bartel going to settle for a deep three off the back iron. Pulled down, kept alive by the Swathers. And a foul near that low block. DeMuth may have picked up his second.
Yep, they did get it on DeMuth.
DeMuth
he still comes in and just for some valuable minutes in there.
Checks out of the ball game. Titus and Strong check back in. Lara comes out with DeMuth.
They've hit a couple threes off this inbounds play. That time Titus did a great job of denying it.
Landis had to get rid of it, goes to Bartel. Trying to work to Morrell, and nice take by Drew Bartel. Worked Morrell all the way down that baseline. That snaps a 10-0 run from the Greenbacks. Strong dribble drive in, kick out. Morrell gonna try a three. Front of the rim. Titus flying in there for the board. And a jump ball, the call.
Yeah.
It'll stay with the Greenbacks, but Hudson Titus.
Going up with the trees to grab that ball. Great effort by Hudson Titus.
Strong goes high to Liggett, and a whistle. Trying to get it back to Morrell down low, and fouled from behind.
We got lucky there. That one was forced a little bit.
Humphreys picks up his second. Turn it over, back the other way. Tough shot, Titus defended it well. But Haug able to put it in. Back to a two-point ball game. Titus, the step back, deep two, front of the rim. Bartel with the defensive board. Kick out, left wing three, left open. Can the Swathers take advantage of it? No, Strong keeps it alive for the Greenbacks.
Good body control there as he was falling out of bounds.
Tough for him to stay in bounds, somehow does. Left side, Liggett now strong in the corner. Morrell still fighting for positioning. Titus going to try another three. That one, same spot, front of the rim, no good. Two good looks from Titus. He's a 44% free three-point shooter. Couldn't get either to fall that time. And the Swathers answer. Left elbow, Bartell gets Morrell in the air and takes it to the rim. Takes the lead with the and one opportunity. Got Morrell to leave his feet, one of the rare times.
Yeah, Morrell's done a really good job with that this year of not falling for the pump fakes, and that time they got him in there.
So at the free throw line, it'll be Bartell. Knocked down the free throw, 37-35. Barker left side, Lara. Into the corner, Titus. Sealed off, goes left side now, trying to step through, does. Another one of those close around the rim shots that the Greenbacks just can't get to fall. And on the other end, Unruh gonna take it to the rim and draw the foul.
Man, with just those bunnies right now are just the ones that are killing us.
And they are going to say a shooting foul.
Foul charge for Pratt. Hudson Titus, his third personal.
Titus picks up his third.
At the line, shooting two, tie up.
First free throw goes for Unruh. Second free throw on the way. That one bounces out, but the rebound kept alive by the Swathers. Going to reset the offense on the right side with Humphreys. Unruh working against Strong off the dribble. Tough take and a finish. Unruh having a good ball game.
Makes a 39-35 ball game in favor of the Swathers.
Ty Barker on the other end. He's got a chance for the and one. The Greenbacks answer with the take from Barker, and he'll go to the free throw line.
Man, if he gets going on that left side, he's hard to stop. That time he did a great job of body control, going high off the glass, and has a chance at an and one.
Get the whistle against Unruh.
Just his first.
Barker can't connect on the free throw for the and one. 40 seconds to play. Throws it in the hands of Strong. He comes away with the steal. Chance to tie this up, and a push will go against the Swathers.
Foul charge to Hesston's Ethan Schrog. His first personal, fourth Swather team foul.
Fourth team foul for the Swathers, so no bonus yet. Greenbacks to inbounds with 33 seconds to play. Go up top to Morrell. Strong gets it back, gonna try a corner three. Doesn't go, rebound pulled down by Larson. Swathers likely will play for the final shot of the third quarter now with 22 showing on the clock. Bartell comes out around the perimeter, puts it in the hands of Unruh. Larson comes to get it, going back to Lumbreras. 10 to play. Lumbreras gets it back left wing. Backs it out. Unruh, that's the hot hand for the Swathers. Dribble drive in. Larson going to try a deep three. Too strong. Morrell pulls it down. Buzzer sounds after three. 39-37. The 2-point game at half still stands at 2. Swathers on top as we head to the fourth here on Thunder Country.
It's a fact. A custom cow mineral does not have to cost more. Actually, it might be just what you need to improve your cow herd. The friendly and helpful professionals at Extra Factors in Pratt are available to sit down and discuss your operations needs and goals. From custom protein supplements and liquid protein to bulk commodities and possible mineral formulation. Find it all at Extra Factors. Call 620-672-5616 and speak with Levi Macbeth for all your nutritional needs. Extra Factors. We put the extra into cattle nutrition.
This is Jeff.
And Jared.
At Intergreen Services, proud supporter of the Pratt Greenbacks.
Around here we say one call fixes it all. From HVAC, plumbing, septic, electrical, and even water well service. We're your hometown team you can count on, just like the Greenbacks on game day.
We're proud to stand behind our athletes, our school, and our community.
So when something needs fixing at home, call Intergreen at 620-672-2338 or visit intergreenservices.com.
Intergreen Services, neighbors helping neighbors, always cheering for the Greenbacks.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action. A 2-point ball game here in Hesston, Kansas. Greenbacks trail at 39-37. Be Swather ball coming out to start this fourth quarter, and the Greenbacks got to make up 2. It was a 2-point game at half that the Greenbacks trailed, and we head to the fourth 2-point game. Morrell with the swat into the hands of Strong. Going to slow it down. Not many fast break opportunities for the Greenbacks in this ball game. Testament to the Swather defense. Lara tries to dribble drive in, kick out. Strong going to try a 3. Front of the rim. Titus trying to crash it again, and he does. Keeps it alive. Gets it back. He'll try a corner 3. Not there. Strong the backside rebound. Boy, 2 good looks from beyond the arc. Either one of them would have put the Greenbacks on top by 1.
Most important thing right now is the boys fought and got 2 rebounds and kept it in our hands.
Trying to feed Morrell down low, saves it inbounds to Strong. Titus comes out to set up the offense. Swather crowd getting on their feet for their defense, the Greenbacks for their offense. Lara, he wants to take it to the rim. Tough take, not there. Trying to fight for his own rebound. The Swathers finally, on the 4th try, come away with the defensive board. Humphreys to Lumbrera, now go right side to Unruh. Unruh, a quick dribble trying to get by Titus, but Titus doesn't bite. Dump down to Landis. Tough shot, Lumbreras gets it to fall. It's the Swathers with the first bucket to start this fourth quarter, puts them on top by 4. Strong off the screen, nothing there. They go to Titus left side, back to Strong, top of the key. Morrell calling for it down low. Can he back his way in? And a charge, an offensive call. Boy,
man, you
seen
had one
a
guy
lot more contact tonight that has not been called, and that's the one that they start calling it on.
Yeah, he had one guy on his back, one guy in front of him. What's he supposed to do?
Morrell picks up his second, but more importantly, it gives the ball back to the Swathers with 6:05 here in the fourth quarter. Bartell working his way in, finishes.
Can't let this Hesston team get too far ahead in this fourth quarter with only 5.5 minutes left. As patient as they are.
We've seen them go on runs. The fourth quarter is not when you want them to do it. Strong left side, Titus calling for it in the corner. Puts it on the court, step through, dump down, Liggett, finish. Great look from Hudson Titus to find Liggett on the backside.
Yeah, he picked up his 4th assist tonight.
Back to a 4-point ball game. Swathers on top, 43-39. 5:30 to play here in the fourth quarter. Strong nearly came away with the steal. Now he's got to get back on defense. Swathers take advantage of the aggressiveness. Able to slip behind the defense after Strong went for the steal. It was Landis on the finish for the Swathers, puts them back on top by 6. And a whistle down low, a hold.
Foul whistle on Hesston's Daniel Breris, his first.
Kind of feel like it's trending as they're going to start tightening this game up in the fourth quarter.
And a timeout coming from Coach Patton. It'll be a full timeout at the 5:05 mark. Greenbacks trail by 6. Don't go anywhere. More Greenback basketball when we return.
Are you you interested in building a new home or remodeling your current one? If so, give J.A. Knight & Sons a call today. This is Chase Scully with J.A. Knight & Sons, and we are the area's premier general contractor and have been serving the Pratt and surrounding area for over 50 years with superior quality and attention to detail. We specialize in high-end residential and commercial construction and have now expanded our services to include pre-engineered metal buildings. J.A. Knight & Sons is a proud supporter of Greenback Athletics and would like to help turn your next dream into reality.
Exceptional dentistry, right in your neighborhood. At Pratt Family Dental, Dr. Carson Hopkins and Dr. Stephen Coons are here to keep your smile healthy and bright. From routine cleanings to advanced care, our team has the expertise and technology to handle all your dental needs with comfort and confidence. Because at Pratt Family Dental, it's not just about teeth, it's about family, trust, and smiles that last a lifetime. Call today to schedule your appointment with Dr. Hopkins or Dr. Coons. Pratt Family Dental, where exceptional care meets friendly faces.
Welcome back, fourth quarter action, and what a ball game we've got. 5:05 to play here in the fourth. It'll be Greenback ball, and they trail by 6, 45-39 your score. Strong to inbounds, goes up top to DeMuth. DeMuth dribble drive in. Titus going to try a three from the corner. Falls short of everything for the air ball. Titus just off the mark tonight. A 44% three-point shooter and has yet to drop one tonight. Apologies, he had a big one in the third quarter. Unruh on the other end. Bartell passes on the three. Calls for it back up top. Unruh now working against Laura, drives in, tough, floater off the front of the rim. Boy, Ty Unruh able to score when he attacks that rim. Floater into Morrell, has to go up over everybody to get it. Now too far under the rim, needs some help. Comes out to DeMuth. DeMuth, the jump through, floater backside, got the drop. Tough take from Landon DeMuth and somehow got it to fall. Still a 6-point ball game, 4:08 to play now here in the fourth quarter.
Yep.
Titus trying to work Unruh coming across half court. This is where the Swathers can slow it down here in this gym with no shot clock and a whistle. Gonna get Morrell. Morrell not sure what.
Now whistled on Pratt's Arlene Morrell, his third personal, second Greenback team.
Third personal on Morrell. Titus and DeMuth gonna check out of this ball game. Barker and Liggett check in. Bartell top of the key. Morrell giving him some space. Bartell gives it back to Larson. Schrog comes out to get it. Strong really defending him tight on the perimeter. Thrown down low and a whistle. Boy, really tightening this ball game up here in the fourth quarter.
That's the one thing that I do not ever or never liked as a player when they switched how they call the game up. To, midway to halfway through the game. Yeah,
one way, and then all of a sudden you get to the fourth, playing a little differently. Liggett into the body of Bartell, trying to take advantage of the mismatch. Bartell's got to get rid of it. Goes to Larson, top of the key. 3:30 to play here in the fourth. Greenbacks have got to do something. Dump down to Bartell, left hand finish. Rattles out Morrell there for the board. Big possession here for the Greenbacks. Barker in the corner gives it back to Morrell. Morrell, that spin move, step through, tough shot. Got it to fall. Good quick bucket from the Greenbacks. Morrell with 14 now on the night.
Got it within 4. 3 minutes left.
Here's where you need that Greenback defense to really step up and come away with a turnover if you're Coach Patton. Lara trying to do it on the perimeter against Larson. Gets rid of it to Bartell. Morrell goes out to medium. Bartell's got to get rid of it. Unruh comes and gets it top of the key. Double team coming. Liggett and Barker trying to force Unruh into something. Swings it into the corner, 3-point bucket on the way, doesn't go, strong, backside rebound, up ahead, Morrell left side, one-on-one against Bartell. Got it! One! Arlie Morrell, the and one!
Great job by Caleb Strong to seal out that backside rebound.
Have
his head up and get that pass all the way out to Morrell. It's a three-quarter court pass.
Morrell then saw it, a one-on-one against Bartell. One of them was getting whistled. And it was Bartell on the foul. Morrell can't hit the free throw. It's a 2-point ball game, 2:30 to play here. Greenbacks trail 47-45. Bartell
got away with maybe a little bit of a push.
Strong, nothing there. Strong trying to come away with the steal, staying aggressive. And now the whistle comes from Lara down low. Boy.
Yeah, that could have.
Second foul on Lara, fourth team foul on the Greenbacks. One more will put the Swathers at the line, and this game has changed from the way it's been officiated through the first 3 quarters. Dump down, down low, finishes. Landis stuck behind the defense. Swathers now lead at 49-45. Morrell to Titus. Titus jump through, left hand, good! Back to a 2-point ball game. Under 2 to play. Strong comes away with the steal. He's got numbers. Barker up ahead. Titus trailing. Barker fighting through contact. Nothing there. And again, Strong hits the deck. No whistle. And the Swathers come away with it. Liggett defending out front. Has his hands on it. He's got his hands on the ball and a whistle.
Did they call a foul on Hesston or on?
No jump ball signal.
They got it on Liggett.
Boy, Liggett had nothing but hands on that ball.
No kidding.
It was in between the legs of Larson.
Oh.
At the free throw line, Eli Haug misses the first. Greenback still in this, trail by 2, 141. Second free throw, that one goes. A 3-point game as Haug knocks down the second of 2. Substitutions, Bartell coming out of the ball game for the Swathers. He's fired up down over there on the sidelines. Titus and the Greenbacks with 1:35 to play, trail by 3. Barker to Strong left side. Now they go to Liggett. Feeding Morrell, trying to take advantage of Bartell out of the ball game. And a whistle underneath.
And there was 3 defenders on Morrell right there.
It's a dangerous pass.
It is, but he goes up and gets it.
Larson picks up his third, and very quickly Bartell going to check back into the ball game. Take away that advantage that Morrell has down low. Strong to inbounds on the baseline. Goes to Barker in the corner. Liggett, dribble drive in, uses that strength. High off the glass, not there. Bartell the board. 1:20 to play. Liggett trying to pull something off in the backcourt, but the Swathers get it up ahead for 2. Landis lays it in and puts the Swathers on top by 5. And a timeout. A full timeout taken. 1:15 to play. That full timeout comes from Coach Garrett Roth. His team playing with a 5-point lead now, 52-47. 1:15 to play here in the fourth quarter. Boy.
What a ball game.
What a ball game it has been to this point. Greenbacks, though, find themselves down by 5 points. Had a good 6-0 run here in the fourth quarter, but the Swathers have answered. Greenbacks trying to do everything they can. The one thing, if the 3-point shot could start falling for the Greenbacks, they had some great looks earlier from Strong and Titus. They didn't drop, and boy, it'd be big if that bucket would start falling.
Yeah, you know, you got to take that 3-point shot. We've missed a couple open looks, and then goes back to all those bunnies that we've missed underneath. They've been contested, but they're ones that we've seen the boys make before, and they're just kind of not falling for us right now.
Greenbacks are playing down 5. It will be their ball. A quick bucket from the Greenbacks to get them right back in this ball game.
Right now,
Greenbacks with 5 team fouls, so any foul committed by the Greenbacks will send the Swathers to the free throw line. The Swathers with 3 team fouls. They've got 1 to give. Liggett's going to inbound coming out of the timeout. The Greenbacks will have to go the full length of the court.
Bartell off the court.
Titus bringing the ball up the court for the Greenbacks. Across the Swather logo. Strong trying to free himself up. Didn't like the jumper, swings it back. Titus in the corner, dump down to Morrell. Morrell, triple team comes, kick out. Barker gonna try his first three. Back iron, no good. Titus and Barker crashing for it. Swathers throw it away out of bounds. It's gonna stay with the Greenbacks.
56 seconds left.
That was that three-point bucket that, boy, had it fallen, it would have changed the atmosphere in this gene. Bartell gonna check into the ballgame now. Be Strong to inbounds, one more substitution coming for the Swathers. Ethan Straw gonna check in for Lumbreras. Strong on the sideline. Morrell comes out to get it. Titus, Strong calling for it. Strong left open, he'll try it. Got it! Knocks it down, Caleb Strong! A 2-point ball game, and Coach Batten takes his full timeout to talk things over. 48 seconds to play. Greenbacks trail by 2, and the three-point bucket from Caleb Strong has made this ball game a lot more interesting. What a game. 52-50, Swathers on top. It'll be their ball coming out of the timeout. 48 seconds to play. Greenbacks playing with 5 team fouls. So any foul will put the Swathers at the free throw line, but you got to be aggressive if you're the Greenbacks here.
How do you play this last 48 seconds, Cody?
I think you got to play for the steal, the trap. If you don't get it, then you can, with this much time, you can be selective of who you want the ball to get in their hands before you commit the foul. If you've got somebody on that Swather team who you think isn't as great at the free throw line, if you can force it into their hands and then foul, you've got time to do it with 48 seconds. Now, if there was less on the time, then you're stuck with just fouling whoever has the ball.
Yeah, I look to see the Greenbacks come out and try to trap, get the steals all the way to past half court and see what they do before they foul.
We know this Greenback defense plenty capable of coming away with the turnover when they need it. Now more than ever, they need it. Down by 2 with 48 seconds showing on the clock.
You got Barker, Liggett, DeMuth, Strong, and Morrell on the court for the Greenbacks.
Bartell to inbounds, Morrell fronting it on the baseline. Greenbacks got to watch for the streaker down the court. There goes Unruh.
There's your
trap.
trap.
In the hands of Unruh. Trap comes, Bartell gets it back. Goes right side to Landis. Back in the hands of Unruh, and lowers his shoulder into Morrell. It'll be Unruh who they send to the free throw line, who may be the best shooter for this for this Hesston team. And Morrell picks up his 4th. So Unruh will go to the free throw line with a 2-point lead and 40 seconds on the clock. First shot from Unruh, good. Titus checking back into the ball game for Cade Liggett. And a substitution for Coach Roth as well, as Daxon Deering will check in for Bartell.
Got some offense and defensive substitutions coming in.
Big free throw here for Ty Unruh. Knocked it down. 2 big shots for Ty Unruh. Puts his Swathers on top by 4, 54-40. 40 seconds showing. Strong to Titus. Titus jogging the ball up the court. Works off the screen, runs into DeMuth. Now goes back to Barker. Barker kick back out. Strong freed up. He'll try another one. In and out. Doesn't go. Titus chasing it down. And a whistle going to go against the Swathers.
That's what I'm thinking so far, but they're talking about it.
Larson and Titus were trying to chase down that long rebound, and they do get Gavin
that
Larson
thing was
for
halfway
his 4th
down.
foul. 14 seconds ran off the clock, 26 showing. DeMuth poked from behind. Swathers nearly come away with it. Barker trying to dribble drive in off the glass. Nope. DeMuth clean up, blocked from behind, and off the Swathers. It'll stay with the Greenbacks. A lot of time off the clock, though. Only 17.7 remain, and the Greenbacks still playing down 4. Need a quick shot. Strong on the inbounds, going to Morrell. Comes back out. Morrell going to keep it himself. He'll try the 3. That shot short. Rebound pulled down by Unruh. Swinging elbows. Keeps it alive for the Swathers, and he'll go back to the free throw line. This crowd thinking this game is over with the Swathers up 4, and Unruh going back to the free throw line. First free throw from Unruh, good. Boy, pressure situation, and Ty Unruh not fazed by it one bit. 3 big free throws these last 3, and he's got one more coming. Second free throw, that one back iron. Morrell pulls down the board, up ahead, Strong. Gonna take a quick 3, left side, too strong. Rebound pulled down and fought for, and a whistle as Barker fighting his way in there against Daxon Deering. Had that shot dropped by Strong, I would have said there was still a chance, but with the Swathers pulling down the board and heading to the line with a 5-point lead and only 3.7 on the clock, the writing may be on the wall for the Greenbacks. First shot from Deering falls. Two of 2 at the line. Daxon Deering goes. Big free throws down the stretch here for the Swathers. Puts them on top, 57-50, 3.7 remaining. Titus just trying to heave one at the end, knocks it down, but it will not matter. The final score, 57-53. Swathers gonna come away with the win and hand to the Greenbacks their second loss of the season. What a matchup it was, though, here in Hesston, Kansas. Stick around, we've got the Madu Tebow Optometry post-game show coming up when we return here on Thunder Country.
Are you a sports fan looking for a great place to grab a bite to eat? Look no further than Legends Cafe, located in Pratt, Kansas, on Highway 54. Legends is open 6 days a week and serves up mouth-watering burgers, fresh salads, hearty sandwiches, and much more. And don't forget about their daily specials. Legends is proud to support Greenback sports and all the local teams. So whether you're celebrating a big win or just need to refuel after the game, Legends has you covered. Come on down to Legends, and we'll take care of the rest.
At Timish Electric, we light up your world with reliable and efficient electrical services. Our team of skilled and certified electricians is dedicated to providing top-notch service for all your electrical needs. From residential, commercial, or industrial needs, we ensure your electrical systems are safe, reliable, and up to code. Contact us today at 620-672-9334 to schedule a consultation. Timish Electric, proudly serving Pratt and the surrounding areas electrical needs for over 25 years.
Mead Lumber in Pratt is looking better than ever. Stop by and see our brand new renovations with the same friendly faces you know and trust. Whether you're tackling a big project or just need supplies for the weekend, Mead Lumber has you covered with quality products and expert service. We're proud to be a part of this community and even more proud to support the hardworking athletes of Pratt High School. Mead Lumber, building relationships, building Pratt.
To keep your equipment running, count on BTI for bulk oil delivered directly to your farm. Now BTI delivers 3 times the product, and it's quicker than ever. Our trucks travel up to 150 miles from any of our 6 stores, delivering premium oil, hydraulic fluid, and DEF, up to 1,500 gallons in just 30 minutes. It's another way to save you time and money. Call any of our 6 BTI locations or visit btioil.com. BTI, our family in partnership with your family.
Welcome back to the Madu Tebow Optometry postgame show here on Thunder Country. 57-53 your final score. Swathers come away with the win and hand the Greenbacks their second loss of the season. Greenbacks fall to 16-2 on the season. Whew, I feel like I can let out a breath now.
I know, that was a high-paced
was held
game.
for about one half of play there of basketball. It was some good basketball played, some high intensity, a lot of emotions, and unfortunately Greenbacks fall by 4. But overall thoughts on that ball game, Logan?
You know, very good game. I mean, Hesston's a good squad. Thought the boys fought hard tonight. Just the ball didn't bounce our way this evening. You know, we missed some open shots that we normally hit, and I think that was kind of the difference maker in it. I mean, you know, when you play a good team, you kind of got to be at your best, and tonight we just kind of just missed a few outside, inside, everywhere. So.
And Hesston made it tough. Boy, tough work for Morrell tonight. He finished with 16 on the night, but nothing came easy for Arlie Morrell down low. He was double-teamed, triple-teamed at times. Hesston had a good game plan coming into this ball game to defend him, and then the outside shooting just not quite there like we usually see it from Strong and Titus on the perimeter. They had a few. Strong, in fact, had 3 three-point buckets, but had some good looks that didn't fall, and then Titus knocked one down there at the end when it didn't matter much as the time was running out, but some good looks in that ball game, and man, that's one if you're Coach Patton and your Greenbacks, so you'd love to play that fourth quarter again. It just was one of those games. It felt like the game changed a little bit in that fourth quarter where it was called one way the first 3 quarters, let them play quite a bit, and then that fourth quarter really tightened things up, and really for no apparent reason. Sometimes you'll see that tightening up if things start to get chippy or things start to get emotional, and you got to kind of rein everybody in and tighten it up. But it really hadn't gotten to that, so it kind of came out of nowhere and kind of caught both teams off guard with, oh, this is how this is being called now.
Yeah, I don't think it went one way or another. It was just kind of, it just switched, you know, and it was just different and whatnot. But like I said, I thought the boys still fought hard tonight and had a good showing. You know, it's like I said, just kind of got to learn from your losses and move on.
Yeah, and only the second of the season for the Greenbacks and Coach Patton. As we got Coach heading his way up here, we'll get him set up and switched over and bring you his thoughts from that post-game. Coach, got you live. Can you hear me coming through on your end?
I got you.
We got Coach Patton joining us post-game now, 57-53 in a game that, boy, it was some good basketball by both teams, well defended by both teams. The Greenbacks at times, shots just not falling that usually do is what I took away from that a little bit, but that was 2 good basketball teams out there on the court tonight.
Yeah, definitely. You know, I thought our kids played extremely hard, and you know, I thought we did some good things offensively and defensively at times. You know, we just had too many mental lapses. You know, we got out to the good lead in the third quarter, and then we fell in love with the three-pointer, and I think we shot 4 in a row and just let them come back, and you know, I called a couple sets there, and we didn't execute them, so then we just bailed ourselves out with a 3. And you know, we talked about we got to stay aggressive at those points and get downhill, and you know, so they're just a lot of learning experiences in this game. And you know, I told the guys in the locker room, I said, hey, I'm super proud of our effort. You know, we had too many mental lapses and things we can fix, but we're going to have to get into film and watch it and make sure that we get these things fixed and taken care of.
Yeah, you mentioned that lead in the third quarter. You guys got up by 6, 35-29 at one point. You went on a 10-0 run of your own to get that lead, and then you said turned around. It was the Swathers then that went on a 10-0 run to regain that lead and take a 2-point lead into the fourth quarter. The Swathers did a real good job defending Morrell tonight. They made it tough on him, double-teaming him, triple-teaming him at times. It was tough work for Morrell down low.
It was, but you know, that's how people are going to guard, and so other people have to step up, and you know, and he's going to have to, you know, step up as well and play through that physicality, and because I mean, let's be honest, in 4A, that's how everybody's going to play him.
Yeah.
You know, and so we've got to find ways to still be able to get him the ball and you know, kind of clear out help side. But you know, guys got to step up and knock down shots, and that's the bottom line. We had some wide open threes and didn't hit them, and so you know, we just got to make sure that we continue to get in the gym and shoot, and you know, those shots will fall, and tonight they didn't, but we just got to keep working and make sure that we make this a learning experience.
Well, Coach, you guys back on the road Friday against Larned, a chance to bounce back early. Look forward to calling it there in a good game tonight. It was a tough game, hard-fought game.
Yeah.
We'll see you Friday night.
Yep, thanks, guys.
All right, that's head coach Chris Patton. When we come back, wrap things up here on the Maydew Tebow Optometry postgame show. You're listening to Greenback Basketball here on Thunder Country.
For your fine dining experience, be sure to stop at Club D'Est in downtown Pratt. Western Kansas's premier steakhouse for over 50 years. They'll serve you the best with their friendly, attentive staff and home-cooked meal you desire. Also offering a full range of entertainment with live music and karaoke weekend nights. So come for food and stay for fun at Club D'Est in downtown Pratt. Open 7 nights a week.
This is Chris with Car Auction Real Estate. We've been proudly moving assets since 1965 with locations in Pratt and Larned servicing the surrounding counties.
Jamie here with Car Auction and Real Estate. While our marketing strategies clearly stand out, we stand strong on our principles of integrity, transparency, and reputation in our industry.
Whether it be buying, selling, auction, or appraisal needs, look us up online at carauction.com.
Good luck and go Greenbacks.
Welcome back to the Maydew Tebow Optometry postgame show here on Thunder Country as we wrap things up from Hesston, Kansas. Again, the Greenbacks fall 57-53, their second loss on the season. Run down some stats before we get to our Timish Electric player of the game. Morrell finished with 16 on the night, Strong with 15, Titus with 7, Barker 2, Liggett with 6, and DeMuth with 4. For the Swathers, Landis with 12, Larson with 5, Unruh 16, Lumbreras 2, Bartell 12, Haug 3, Humphreys 3, and Deering with 4 points. Ham auction buckets for Booster Club update. The Greenbacks came in 2 tonight with 76 made 3-point buckets and added another 4 to it. Strong with 3 of those, Titus with 1, so a nice round 80 for the Greenbacks. Ham auction Greenback buckets for Booster Club. It's John and Kevin at Ham auction donating $5 for every made 3-point bucket. So thanks, John and Kevin at Ham auction, one of our great sponsors, and another one of our great sponsors, Timish Electric. Taking home our Timish Electric player of the game. Well, I got to think between Caleb Strong and Arlie Morrell, those two are in the running for it tonight in my eyes. Strong finished with 15 points. Morrell finished with 16 points. Hard work all night for both of those. Do you see one thing on your side of the stats that tips the scale one way or the other there?
Yeah, I mean, Morrell came away with 9 boards, an assist, 1 steal, and a couple blocks. But then, Caleb Strong had a very good defensive game as well, as he pulled down 5 rebounds, had a couple assists, a couple steals. So, I mean, it's kind of an up in the air battle between both of them.
Like the strong start from Strong and then a couple big threes to get us back in it. I'm going to have to say the scale tips in favor of Caleb Strong in this one. It was close. Him and Morrell both putting up a hard fight tonight, but Strong going to take home our Timish Electric Player of the Game award. So congratulations to him. And once again, thank you to Timish Electric for putting on that promotion. As we close things out, after talking with Coach Batten and seeing that ball game, final thoughts as we head into Larned on Friday?
I look at the boys to really just bounce back from that loss there and look to avenge it a little bit there. They're going to be hungry. That's just the way the squad's built. That's the culture that they've built within themselves. And it's kind of one of those, you learn from your losses and you take it with a grain of salt and go on.
Yeah, it was a very good team here in Hesston, a 3A team that Coach Batten said they're a tough team. They play tough ball, and we can expect to see that as we make our way in what is hopefully a playoff run later in the season against 4A opponents. It's not going to get any easier, so this has got to be a learning lesson for this Greenback team. 57-53 your final score. The ladies fall as well, 58-24. So both teams, one of the few times coming away with 2 losses on a road trip for us, or on a ball game night that neither team picks up the win. That's just the way it falls tonight. That's going to do it for us here in Hesston, Kansas. We'll be back on air Friday. It'll be Larned on the road again. Greenbacks back in action. As always, we'll be on the call. I've been Cody Eastis alongside Logan McAllister. And once a Greenback, always a Greenback.
Escape into your ultimate outdoor getaway with the help of Uni Landscapes, your local full-service landscape design and construction company specializing in landscapes, hardscapes, patios, sprinkler systems, water features, and snow removal services. They create your dream space by incorporating design elements unique to you and your family. Uni Landscapes serves Pratt and the surrounding area and is open Monday